Hey, everybody, it's Tuesday. Welcome to the Giant Bombcast, episode 911. I'm your host, approaching the green, Jan Shoa. Welcome to the Giant Bombcast. Joining me, as always, co-captain of the ship. He's picked a sand wedge as a driver, and we're just going to see him cook. Jeff Grubb.
It's a beautiful day out here on the greens, Janet Choa. We are really going to witness some special golfing here today.
Speaking about special golfing, it's all in the hips because he's the most hip person and hip moving guy on the podcast, on the website, Jeff Backler.
Well, hello, it's a beautiful day out here in Augusta. We're experiencing winds out of the north, about 3 miles an hour. They do the weather a lot.
They do, yeah, that's important to golf.
Yeah, because that matters. That's like a big part of the golf broadcast.
It's part of the meta.
Back to you at the studio, Jan.
We have the human equivalent of a Sandtrap, Dan Reichert.
I feel like I'm going to strain something trying to talk quietly for the first time in my life.
Is
this how you do it? Is this good?
Somehow
Dan,
you don't know.
Do it.
It
Human
hurts.
Sandtrap.
It hurts.
I hear it hurting. We only have to do this until we introduce the last guy.
Okay.
All right.
Who's that?
He's no longer the bad boy of games media because he's a dirty boy. That's right, because he's out on the, what do you call it? It's not a field when it's golf. Is it court?
The fairway? Course?
Course. There you go. I still don't know.
Zone?
The battle zone. That's right. Thank you, Dan. When you're out on the battle zones, because he's washing his ball. That's right. The merch master, Mike Minotti.
Buy all this shit that I'm wearing. Go to store.giantbomb.com and deposit money. Get hat and shirt. Golf hat. Golf shirt. Get Giant Bomb Golf Wing.
Is a merch master a Pokemon that can only say the merch he's selling?
I got to say, there's several forms of Mike Minotti, and I think my favorite might be Screaming Merch Man.
Yeah, just hawking wares. Yeah.
It's really good.
I really need to edit the video you did, Mike. Throw some CRT filters on it. Throw in like a bunch of like PNGs of like, you too can buy Golf Week merch.
Thinking like a local TV ad.
Mike Minotti, I say this in the most positive way possible. You exude, when you're in merch master mode, the biggest Billy Mays energy.
Okay.
Sure.
And
I
like
understand that.
we need that in the world, you know?
Yes.
Jan, I forgot how little you know about golf vocabulary. I remember the last time, right? What were we doing last time where you were just like, what do you call the flat carpet part with the hole in it? Right? Like you just didn't know like what a green was. It was awesome.
I think it was it Mario Golf for the Switch?
Maybe.
It might
Could
have
be.
been.
It was. Oh no, it was. Someone had just said it was Bingo Papadopoulos.
No, because that's not quite
That's
a
not golf.
game. Yeah, I don't know shit about golf. I learned that a driver and a sand wedge and an iron are different golf clubs,
But
right?
you love Happy Gilmore.
I love a lot of Adam Sandler things, but I'm not familiar with the characters familiar with.
It's a hockey stick. Yeah.
Sure.
Like
Bianca can never think of the word pool cue. Whenever she sees one, she calls it a pool pole. And then when I say it's a cue, she's like, I think pole would be better. It's like, even if so, that's not what it's called. It's a cue. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little bit late to start lobbying the pool industry to change the name of it. Yeah.
Yes.
I speak about pool cues and pool poles. I've encountered a lot of old men walking to a pool hall that bring their own cues. Is that like too much?
In 2 pieces.
I have 2 pool poles in my storage.
Because like bowling balls, I get right because you want the weight
It's the
that
same.
feels right.
Yeah, I think
for
it's
you.
the same thing.
Same thing.
They're the exact same level. You bring your own bowling ball, you're going to be the same guy that brings your own pool cue for sure.
Yeah.
I bet 50% of them have flames on them.
Oh, I wish.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I want to say 51. I want to say it's on the over. I want to
can-
say
yeah.
Do people bring their own darts or is that no?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah,
Oh,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to
It's like
get
a
it.
bar game thing. There's always going to be like leagues and people who take it super seriously, and they always have their own shit.
That makes. I mean, all this makes sense, right? Because all the stock stuff is it's garbage. It's it's been through the ringer.
Sure. I'm trying to think of another sport where you would just rock the default stuff, but I guess if you're
shot put.
Yeah, the ones where it has to be provided by the league itself, right?
Yeah.
There's very few. I mean, I guess, not even like people bring their own bats to batting cages.
Sure.
Obviously, your own clubs to the golf course.
I bet pickleball paddles or
100%.
rackets or whatever they are. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Word in the Twitch chat. Would I use default coffee gear? You're right. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah,
it just had to
makes sense, right?
It just had to be put in perspective.
I think I'm letting Golf Week get to me. I think I'm starting to take it too seriously. I don't know. I stayed up like watching videos about the actual Pebble Beach, not the Sega Saturday of Craig Stadler for 3 hours last night. I've learned a lot about that course and why it's special.
What?
Please.
I think there's just a Golf Digest overview of it. Then there's some there's some golf influencer who just has a very popular golf channel. He went to Pebble Beach for the first time, so I watched him play 18 holes on it. Then there was like a restored classic matchup of Jack Nicklaus and some guy that was older than him at the time. He was just in his 20s then, who was like a legend, and they played 18 on hit, and it was this really interesting match. So yeah, I'm like, I don't know if it's the hat or if it's just the festive Golf Week atmosphere, but I'm like really in a golf mood now.
It's an interesting course, right? It's like very famous. It's like
it's beautiful.
It's very strange, right, and difficult.
Yeah. And it's even better when you realize it's naturally occurring.
Yeah.
He got me for a second.
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute.
That's
But
not
you're
right.
describing young golf influencers, and I'm thinking like their videos can't just be like unedited 18 holes, right? It's got to be like, is it like Mr. Beasted Up?
Yeah, this one wasn't that bad. It was mostly he played 18 holes and it was cut, so it was like a 45-minute video of him doing all that and talking about the course and some goofs here. I bet he probably has more gimmicky videos too. But this one, it's just, hey, I'm playing Pebble Beach for the first time. This is a dream come true. You talk about some of the history. Like the 7th hole is that par 3 that's right there on the cliff by the ocean. So it's very dramatic. And
beautiful.
I suppose that's a very famous hole. Craig Stadler did tell me that, and now I understand.
Right.
Yes. He was very supportive. The grandfather figure I never had. Until he wasn't. I saw a video that he had to control his rage out on the course.
I told you, I have no evidence of this, but he just looks like a person with an anger management problem. And then later,
you do have evidence. There's literally a video where he talks about how he had to control his anger management issues.
And that's why he got really into wine, maybe.
Him and Mike Mahardy, yeah.
Yes.
One and the same.
One and the same. When I think of Mike Mahardy, I think of a walrus as well. But like
for sure.
a smaller, more svelte one.
I so associate wine with Mike Mahardy now that when there was a news story on NPR yesterday about how the wine industry is kind of in a lull, like people aren't buying wine the way they used to, and so it's like they're going to just let like a metric ton of grapes rot this year because they're not going to be able to use it for wine. And I was just like legitimately worried about Mike. I'm like, oh man,
he was distraught. He had to miss a couple episodes. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. All right, oh man. Just take some time off, bounce back. Okay.
I really like wine, but then I've noticed I think I like wine because it's cheap where I go get wine.
It's a cheap.
I mean, there's
you can get cheap
of
wine,
any booze,
Yeah, but like I don't like cheap beer, but cheap wine.
Cheap wine's good.
Like juice.
I'm with you guys there. The delta between cheap wine and expensive wine is a lot slimmer.
It's a crapshoot. Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna summon Mike Mahardy like Beetlejuice if we keep talking.
It's okay.
Okay, you're right.
It's all right. I wouldn't mind.
Be careful.
You know what?
I'm
It'd be nice to see him. It'd be nice to see him.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice boy. He's a nice boy.
Yes.
And I just remember one time we were at a bar and he looked at me and he just like threw his hands in the air and said, "Jan, I know you're looking at my ears." I'm like, "What? No, I'm not." What?
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
He's the weirdest guy, and I love it.
And then he just goes like, "I know I have small ears. Stop looking." I'm like, well, now I can't help but look. But it's okay if you out there have small ears but big eyes, because the video versions of the podcast, that's right, the Giant Bombcast, Game S Mornings, and Voicemail Dump Truck, if you are on Spotify, the video versions are now up there. There's like a small little toggle when you go select the podcast and just like beep, boop that. And then, hey, bing, bang, boom. You can see our lovely mugs on the go. I believe it also works on the desktop version. So there you go. If you've ever only listen to us and you want to see what we look like, hey, what's cooking? Good
We're
looking.
sorry.
I have a
right.
gorgeous head of hair.
What could be better than that, aside from like, I don't know, mugs in the store?
Right?
That's a how up. You guys
Yeah.
don't need to get in on that bit.
Have a whole
I-
golf theme
I
before a
just-
coffee mug.
Delivered a huge sales day for us through Golf Week, which you can be a part of by going to store.giantbomb.com, everybody. And you're going
not
to join
yelling
in
enough.
on this
You're not yelling.
mug bullshit right now.
That
Shut
was
the hell
That was
up.
yesterday, Mike. Today is today.
Yeah, what have you done for me lately?
Selling more golf shirts and hats. Hey, buy a golf shirt and hat. That's what I'm doing today. It's Golf Week. Wasn't my idea to do a Golf Week, and there I am, dressed like an asshole. I mean, a stud to sell this shit. I mean, high quality
Get your
merchandise.
story straight. Get your story straight. What do you mean?
Speaking about getting the story straight, we're open to communication. We're being honest, and what we're going to be honest about, and I'm going to toss this to Jeff Baclar. You're going to get an email in your email inbox from
You might.
us. You might, yes.
No, it's not from us.
Not from us. See, that's why
Very-
clear communication. So I'm going to toss this to the more qualified person to talk about it.
That's right. Me, the emailer, the one and only true emailer. No, listen, folks, depending on the level of engagement that you've had with our website over the last, I don't know, 2 years or so, you will likely be getting an email. I believe the email will come from from like a no reply at Giant Bomb, but it is an email that you should take seriously because it will also include instructions and directions on migrating your account to our brand new website, which is coming later this year, fingers crossed. Yeah, that's just something we want to put out there as a heads up to make sure that you are prepared so that you know you're hearing it straight from the source. We are authenticating it. It is not spam. Just so you know, it is a real ass email that you need to take seriously and read. And hopefully, if you want to join us in our next evolution of our website, you opt in to the new site and we can bring you along for the ride. That's about it. Just want to put that out there on everyone's radar. Make sure you know what's coming. You might get this email today. You might get it next week. You might get it 2 weeks from now. But if you do get it, I think the subject will say something about, independent Giant Bomb and all that good news. Give it a read. Let us know if you have any questions. And that's about it, Jan.
Speaking about 2 weeks, give or take, I just want to say this out loud because this is an open forum and a safe space to talk. But I miss seeing y'all in person. I wish I could see y'all in person. Dan, can you do anything about that?
I can absolutely do something about that, Jan. 4 of the 5 of us on this call, Mike wasn't born yet, might remember in 2022, we all got together and we had a real fun time on the East Coast. And we spent 15 hours spending time with each other, playing local multiplayer games with each other, and doing a whole subscriber drive thing for Giant Bomb back in the day. That was 3 years ago. Now, we, including young Mike Minotti, and including Chuck and Sean, will be going back to the East Coast. We did 15 hours last time.
Uh-huh.
How about 24 hours straight? Twitch, YouTube, subscriber drive, Giant Bombathon. We got a lot of fun stuff planned, a lot of stuff in the works right now. We've been talking about it for like 2 months now. I think maybe some people here haven't seen Love on a Leash. We'll see if there's some incentives for that. But yes, details to come. But the main thing you need to know is Monday, October 27th, 5 p.m. Eastern, until Tuesday, October 28th at 5 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing the Giant Bombathon 2025 in person from the East Coast. All 5 of us, Chuck and Sean, be there.
Yes.
Let's leave my hair alone this time. I agree. Everyone in chat's worried about it. I should be too. Yep.
Well, we also got to figure out what we're doing with Extra Life. And Kayla is always afoot. So you never know.
She just comes at me with the scissors. That's right. Yeah.
She's not a foot, she's a person.
Oh, boy.
Kayla got me this fucking Donkey Kong thing.
Oh,
She asked
shouts
games
out to
before and they gave
Kayla.
it to her. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Oh, hell yeah, Kayla.
Yes, but Bombathon, yes, it's going to be awesome. We have a lot of fun stuff planned, and it's going to get stupid and fun. Late night, 24 hours, evening to evening. You'll want to tune in for this.
Yeah. I'm very excited. There's been a lot of behind the scenes work going on, gang. So hats off to y'all here. I'm very excited to see y'all very soon. I'm less excited to perhaps witness Love on a Leash. Dan,
there's no guarantee you'll have to watch it.
Maybe they'll spare you for it, Jan. It'll be great.
The Leash Lounge.
The Leash Lounge.
Well, I was going to throw it to Dan to reveal it, Mike, but I guess you could just talk about it.
I got excited.
Mike, why don't you tell us the name of
motherfucker?
We had the Noobs Hole at Dan's place. In the East Coast, we're going to have what, Mike?
The Leash Lounge.
Why did you say it like that?
I felt like I had to do something to make up for ruining it.
I'm about to fuck up my Amazon recommendations when I buy 7 leashes with human-sized collars.
Yeah, you can do that. You can go to your local romance store to find those as well.
ExtremeRestraints.com, everybody. They're a sponsor now.
Yeah, there you go. We should sell leashes on the Giant Bomb store.
Mike, you got all the power to do that. You say the word.
Stop you, buddy.
You don't even have to say the word.
Now. Yeah, there we go.
Embroidered leashes.
I can't wait.
Oh, great. Yeah, fantastic. It's going to be a fun time. I'm very excited to perhaps, we will do a full 24, and who knows what else we're going to do. I don't know.
It feels like a chance to really just set us up for the future and just really declare, hey, yeah, all that stuff happened earlier this year. Now we're going forward, and this will be the real start of it. So very excited about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Will there be singing? Who knows? We'll probably do a podcast or two in between. We got during. Actually, yes, during. Shenanigans will be afoot. I'd like to order a pizza at one point. Yes.
They don't have it on the East Coast. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nuts.
It's a Detroit invention, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to say this. I think I like Detroit style pizza better anyway.
It's better. Yeah. I mean, it absolutely is.
Jets has turned me. Yep.
It is. Yes. Demonstrably better.
Mm-hmm.
I have no opinions. I think both are good, probably.
Both are good. You know what? That's right. Just like Jimmy Fallon, we're not going to get political here. We're gonna.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you!
And everyone loves that guy on account of that fucking bullshit.
Mike Minotti, the Jimmy Fallon of games media.
No, hell no.
The good boy.
Jimmy Fallon has never sold anybody anything.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
What about?
No, I think
Fever
he has.
Pitch? Somebody has bought a Fever Pitch DVD at some point.
Oh, that's depressing.
I dissent. I think he has sold a lot of people a whole lot of nothing.
Hang on, I need to check something right now. I'm searching.
Is it Drew Barrymore in that movie? She's who probably sold that movie.
That's fair.
Do you think? I'm going to look this up. I don't know. Do you think he put out a comedy album with songs a la Adam Sandler?
Fallon?
Probably.
Fallon, yeah.
Are you going to look? Okay.
Yes.
Wait.
And if he has one, there's going to be an option in the Leash Lounge where you can just send someone to the Leash Lounge and they have to put on headphones and listen to the entire Jimmy Fallon album.
I don't know if maybe he did.
I can't.
Maybe he collaborated on something.
Yeah, he's popped on stuff, and he loves to sing on his show, but I don't know if he's made an album.
A full-ass album?
We have two.
Do we have the answer?
We have The Bathroom Wall from 2002, and we have Blow Your Pants Off from 2012.
2012?
Yeah, the 2012 seems to be an actual music album where he brings in it's like Timberlake and Paul McCartney.
He did stuff with
He's one of those.
The Bathroom Wall. Okay. The Bathroom
I don't think
Wall,
these count.
He released a Christmas album last year, Holiday Seasoning.
Yeah, that's not exciting.
The look of this, I think the Bathroom Wall is his attempt at a Sandler thing. Here are the tracks. Idiot Boyfriend, I Can't Play Basketball, Drinking in the Woods, Road Rage, Snowball, Troll Doll Celebrities, Dorms, Shower Baskets, and The Walk of Shame, Roommates, Chris Rock Was My RA, Gotta Get a Fake ID, Troll Doll Jingles. We have 2 Troll Doll themed songs in 2002, and Hammer Time.
Do you think that's just a cover of Hammer Time by MC Hammer?
It might be.
You ever think about how his movie Fever Pitch is a baseball movie, but it's a remake of an English movie about soccer, And so in the English movie, it's fever pitch, as in the field is called a pitch. And for baseball, it's because they're pitching a ball.
Yeah,
and
it
they got
works
to use
both
the same name for both movies. Yeah.
It
That's
works.
the
About that a
most
lot.
interesting thing about that movie.
Absolutely, it is. Yes.
Anyone see
Okay.
Taxi?
Yeah.
With Queen Latifah.
And Gisele
No.
Bundchen? Yeah.
No.
No.
No?
I'd watch that instead of Love on a Leash.
It's got a 9%
Sure.
Rotten Tomatoes.
9?
Yeah.
Couldn't break double digits, could it?
No, not quite.
Oh, you mean a 9 out of 100?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That is what I meant. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, I was confused
Yeah.
there for a second.
Yeah.
So in when I was in college, I had like I forget the specific class, but you just kind of had to make like a mini reel for yourself. And I made this whole thing where I just wanted to take Jimmy Fallon's job of hosting late night. And I just had like under it, and I thought I did a pretty good job. I don't fucking know where that file is anymore, but the whole thing was better than Jimmy Fallon. And my classmates dug it. I thought I did a very good job in everything, but my professor asked to speak with me after class. And I thought like, oh, she just wants to congratulate me or tell me I did a good job because like your boy was busting out the After Effects and everything and the sound cues and sound design shit, which was above all this like fucking iMovie shit my classmates were doing. But anyway,
get their asses.
she pulls me aside and she goes like, Jan, I don't think it's quite polite of you to be bashing on a beloved member of the media. And
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a big
Is that
fan.
how people describe Jimmy Fallon? A member
I
of the
think-
media?
No one's ever said that. No.
Well, I had one.
No, but I think that's the kind. I think that those are the people who like
That's his
see
Yeah.
something in him. You know.
Nice boy. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then she just kept going like, I loved his contributions to Saturday Night Live, and I love his
There's no
transition.
way.
Really?
Yes.
That is such a fair way to describe it, though. Contributions, because he didn't make anyone laugh, but he contributed, I
Except
guess.
himself.
He had
Yeah.
a decent Sandler impersonation on Celebrity Jeopardy. Outside of that, he was mostly known for sucking at like breaking during sketches.
Yeah.
That's like the
Yep.
main thing he's known for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
Is your
don't
teacher
get
a
it.
robot?
I've never understood why he's popular.
No,
What
but
did you just say, Mike?
Was your teacher a robot? It's just as weird. Got upset on Jimmy Fallon's behalf.
I don't know. She was okay the rest of the semester, but I didn't quite trust her, and I didn't want to bash Jimmy Fallon anymore.
God, we got to talk about Jimmy Fallon for another 13 minutes, right? That's the quota.
Yeah.
Like, we're top of the hour,
I think,
right?
yeah, NBC is
Yeah.
cutting the check. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Keep going. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Okay. Did we clear the King of Meat threshold as well? I don't know.
Impossible.
It's insane that Jimmy Fallon has a ride in Universal.
Yeah,
He has a
that's
whole
the crazy thing
ride.
actually about him. Is
Wait,
he's got a
no.
ride.
Would you say the backlot tour is a Jimmy Fallon ride?
He's
No,
like
no,
the
no, no, no,
feature-
no, no. In Orlando, Genders, an entire ride
right.
that's just about Jimmy Fallon. You go in.
What?
The queue is themed. The queue is actually the best part because it's
What
a
was it
Tonight Show
before?
museum. That was where Twister was, which was more of a
That's such
show.
a downgrade.
Yeah, and it's just a bad simulator, right? It's really weird. It's like you're in the audience for a show and you wear 3D glasses, then he races you randomly, and the whole theater races him, and you go to the mood, and all of his beloved characters show up. Like when he's that girl who goes, "Ew." You see her
Oh, right.
a lot.
Sketch. Right.
Jimmy Fallon feels like the last celebrity who's famous just because he was on TV. Like he's just famous
Just
because he happened to be on TV. Yeah.
I think he's like the harbinger of the death of good late night. You know,
You don't
'cause, like,
think-
by the time he was kind of coming in, it's like you're starting to get like
On
Letterman's
the
about to
Tonight
retire. Yeah, Letterman's about to retire. The whole Leno Conan shit's about to go down, and Conan kind of like exits, late night not too long after. It's just like I think it all went to shit once Fallon got involved.
You don't. Oh, okay. Because if we don't get Fallon, we don't get James Corden, right?
Right.
Ooh, or is that a chicken or the egg kind of thing?
Oh, sure.
I don't know.
I mean,
That being
James
said,
Corden was the same time as Fallon, right? They both
a
started
little
at the
bit
same
after.
time.
I think a little bit
A
after.
little bit after? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That being said, I miss Craig Ferguson. He's not a piece of shit, right?
Yeah,
He's around. He's doing something, right?
he's okay.
I really
Yeah,
like
Craig
his
was-
show.
Kilborn
Craig Ferguson was the best. He was so good at his monologues. It was incredible.
I
What's
liked
Craig
his
Kilborn doing? Is
I don't
remember
know.
Yambo?
I don't
Yeah,
like
no,
Kilborn
I don't-
very much.
No?
I remember
Really
him
big
being
Kilborn guy.
in that old. Was he in Old School?
Well, yeah, was he the bad guy
was
in
like
old school?
the new
He was like the
boyfriend or
predator.
whatever.
He was
Yes.
the creep. Yeah.
Wait, was he Talk Soup?
No.
Greg Kinnear and
then
fucking
Hansen.
the VGA's guy. Yeah,
The only Craig I care about is Craig Stadler from Pebble Beach Golf Links.
Speaking of golf, take it away, Mike.
Golf Week is happening right now, everybody, on Giant Bomb, and you can celebrate with your very own Giant Bomb golf hat and Giant Bomb golf shirt. Go to store.giantbomb.com, get one or the other, or be a real pro and get both. Store.giantbomb.com, everybody. Golf Week, it's not just for us. It's for you.
He was the Daily Show host before Jon Stewart. That's what I was thinking of.
Kilborn, yeah.
I'm old enough to remember Stewart being the new guy, and then I also
Yes.
watched Kilborn's Late Show after Tom Snyder and before Craig Ferguson. Yeah,
Right. And Tom Snyder was like not funny, and I was very confused.
It was just a dark room where he talked to boring people. That was the whole thing. He came on after Letterman.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, and then Kilborn came on. He was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, it was fine compared to Tom Snyder.
Oh,
yeah.
I could so do that. If I gang, if I wind up moving to LA, I'm just gonna rent out the shittiest little closet studio possible, and we're just gonna invite whoever wants to come. And
I think they smoked cigarettes too. I could be misremembering.
Even better.
You're speaking his language.
Yeah, and then they play roulette.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Open packs of Pokemon cards.
Oh my God.
Tom Snyder would not shut the fuck up about Pokemon cards.
It's like you guys are reading off of a list of my favorite things. Tom Snyder, Pokemon cards. I don't know who Tom Snyder's.
Smoking.
There was a lady in overalls there,
Don't
just
worry about
standing
it.
there, Jan. There you go.
I miss Jeff, the robot host of
Me
the
too.
Craig Ferguson
He was-
show.
He was a gay robot, and that was a representation. We need more
It
of
was
that.
the best Jeff ever spelled that way with a G. I'm sorry. I just
You know
gotta
what?
say it.
100% right.
You know what? Yeah, maybe
Shots fired.
we'll compile a list later. But speaking about lists, Dan Reichert, you came to us early
this is fun.
this morning because you got a new magazine. Please describe the thought process.
Yes, I have not told you the plan for this list. I only told you I want to have a blank list of 50 entries, and I want to see if we can just kind of rapid fire how many of these we can name. The time and place of this magazine, and it makes me very interested. The Video Game History Foundation, this is not an ad. I pay for this every month, and I have for years. They do a vintage magazine kind of blind box thing. So every month you get like an old EGM or Game Pro or whatever. You can get some.
I got a
good ones,
computer
too.
gaming world yesterday, so I was very excited because I've never read one of those. Only heard good things about it. It's a good thing.
Yeah, so I got mine yesterday, and it was from October 2001, and it is a PSM. It was issue number 50 of PSM.
Why does
And
it
up
have
at the top
hentai on it?
here, it is Elise from SSX, which I showed it to Bonk, and she
That's
pointed
not
out
what I remember.
how crappy the face looks, and then lovingly drawn breasts, like just the,
Yep.
the stretch marks and everything.
Like,
Really
get the
focus
lips
on
and the lips and the tits, and you're good.
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
that's snowboarding.
This is the
Yeah.
snowboarding game, Backler. Yes.
That's-
I know. I don't
tricky.
remember that character anyway.
I do.
Never mind.
Go on.
So, what fascinates me about this is for the 50th issue of PSM, you can see the seal is not broken. I have not opened it yet, so I don't know anything. They list the 50 best PlayStation games ever as of October
What year?
2001.
2001.
So we're
Okay.
like a year into, and keep in mind that probably like got finalized and sent to the printers in like August or whatever. So that means there was a lot of stuff in that first year of PS2 that they're like, kind of a weak first year. And then like that holiday season, I feel like it was like GTA 3, Metal Gear Solid 2, Final Fantasy 10, like all these huge ones. So I am so curious. I mean, this would basically be like from the first PlayStation launch to the first year of the PS2, like what would the top 50 games be? So Jan, you've got a list. Can the folks at home see that?
Yes, they should be able to
Yep.
see the
Why
list.
don't, and Jan, why don't you like call us out one by one, and then
okay.
Dan, you'll check, and then we'll go to the next person. Does that sound like the best way to do this?
I'm thinking
I will
let's
just do a quick look. Yeah.
let's
What's
do
that?
let's go around the horn. I'll call you all out. Let's do 2 games each person.
And don't
Okay.
do me because I'll be checking this. And,
And
Jamie will
let's-
fill out the list.
And let's try to get the top 10 first, guys. Let's try to
Okay.
nail the top 10.
They do separate it from the truly tantalizing 10 and the tremendous 25, and then the top 50. So
Okay.
okay. The truly tantalizing 10.
Okay,
Whoa.
and again, Dan, this is the best, the top 50.
The best PlayStation games ever.
This is PSX, the magazine?
PSM.
PSM. Okay, is that Imagine or was that Future? Who made this? Ziff Davis?
I don't see right now, and I'm going to lose my spot if I move my fingers.
Jeff knows the different leanings of those magazines.
A little bit.
Information.
And this is
All right,
according
so
to
who's gonna
PS.
start?
It's not important, Dan. You can just okay. Jan, just tell us who to start.
And this
I
is
can see the staff here, though. Okay.
And this is according.
Phil Donahue.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Bill
So it's Imagine.
Bill Donahue's on here. Yep. Okay.
And this is according to PSM magazine, right?
Yes.
Got it.
October 20.
He said this is the company that was starting IGN at this time.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's start with Mr. Minotti.
Okay. I'm going to suggest Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid is the #1 PlayStation game of all time.
Yay!
There you go.
Okay. Second pick, buddy.
I would also like to suggest a Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII is the 12th greatest PlayStation game.
Wow. I thought that would be in the top 10 for
That
sure.
would have been my second guess as well. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
PS1. Okay. Mr. Bacalar.
Crash Bandicoot.
All right. Crash Bandicoot is. Maybe you can give me both at the same time, so as I'm scanning, I can.
And Silent Hill.
Okay. Crash Bandicoot and Silent Hill. Silent Hill is the 15th best PlayStation game of all time.
Oh, well, it's pretty high for Silent Hill 1. This is before Silent Hill 2, though. So yeah.
Crash Bandicoot. There's okay. Well, hang on.
I wonder if they might do the sequels higher than the original. You know?
Yeah.
I'm scanning. I've looked at all of them. I'm just seeing if I missed anything.
It's already been reconsidered.
Do any of them, right?
Let's just do it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot Warped is the 10th best PlayStation
Yeah, the
game.
third one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And Crash Team Racing is the 28th best PlayStation.
Oh, you
game.
got two. That
Got
was
it.
What number, Dan, for CTR?
CTR is 28. So we'll go by those rules too. So if you say like a series or whatever, I'll just go ahead and going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Grubb.
Oh, wait a second. Do you want to look right now for the other Final Fantasy? Because I feel like a 9 and an 8
Should we just do that?
might be
let's just do
showing
that.
up there as well.
Tactics is 19.
Oh, Tactics made it. That's great.
So Tactics at 19. Final Fantasy 8 is number 21.
This was before 9 was reconsidered and is everybody's favorite. Back then, I think 9 was having a hard time.
Nope. Final Fantasy 9 is the 6th best PlayStation game.
This is a good list. This is a good list.
Yeah. I feel like Roger Birchall was writing for this magazine. He was a huge RPG guy. He probably would have been right there. Okay, then let's go with. I'll just say the specific ones I'm thinking of, but you can check the whole thing. Resident Evil 2.
That is the 4th best PlayStation game.
Okay, that sounds right. Okay, now I'm like split between Tony Hawk or Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I'm gonna go for Castlevania Symphony of the Night because I think
Good
that
answer.
I think it was being reprised right in this moment.
Good
Symphony of the
answer.
Night is the 3rd best.
Yeah, there we go. Nailed it. All right.
Okay, Dan. What about I guess any Twisted Metal game?
Oh, that'd be way up there on mine.
I bet it's like
I feel like even
It's
already.
gotta be.
That's like the 20s.
Yeah, Black isn't out yet, so.
I'm
God, you think Twisted Metal 2
surprised
would be
it's somewhere.
somewhere.
Folks, I don't see a Twisted Metal game on
Whoa.
this, which
What?
In the
Yeah.
top
Because, like-
50, that's
Well, don't
rough.
forget, at this point, we had like Twisted Metal 3 and 4. People had soured on the series. It
But
comes
Yeah,
back
that's a
to
big
stick
part.
with
Black came out that summer, which I think would have
Oh,
been in
really?
time.
It was
for-
that summer.
Oh, you know what? This does say PS1 all time. It did not say that. It just says PlayStation up here, but this is just PS1. So
Well,
don't count PS1.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I figured.
Okay.
But Twisted Metal Black should
thought-
have counted, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Second one. Gosh, if they had Tactics on here, I'm gonna take another shot in the dark for another RPG for the PS1. Dan, show me Legend of the Dragoon.
Legend
there's a chance.
of Dragoon.
Yeah, it could be there. It could be there.
I'm looking. It is the 40th best
Ooh.
PlayStation
Okay.
game.
Nice. Good
Mhm.
job.
Not bad.
All right. We got there. Legend of
Okay.
Dragoon might be. Mikey, back to you.
Yeah. Definitely give me a Gran Turismo 2.
Ah, good
Oh,
choice. That is
smart
number
man.
5.
Let's go.
And no looking at the chat.
No, look, I'm not
No,
looking
yeah,
at
I'm not looking at the chat.
Okay.
I know my PS1, and then some of the.
There's a big
Yeah.
series we haven't said yet.
Yeah, I know,
Phew.
but I think I'm going to go with a Parasite Eve.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh, interesting choice. Yes.
Interesting.
Let's see here.
Wow.
Folks,
Nothing.
Parasite Eve did not make the list.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I don't know if there's 50 better PS1 games than Parasite Eve, but maybe.
Do we? Oh, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did we not get the number 2?
No. You do
Okay.
not.
Did we do? We did. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me give you Resident Evil because we already did mention Resident Evil 2. So
Right.
3 is number 29.
All
right, and then 4 wasn't on it.
4 would not have been out.
And to be fair, I forgot we said Resident Evil. That was the big franchise I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you were the one who said it.
2. Yeah.
I know. Listen, I'm a bad person.
I get it, Grub. I get it.
I think number 2 is probably. It could be Tony Hawk.
It has to be, right?
I think there's a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is going to be up
2
in the
maybe.
top 10.
It'll be in the
Pro
top
Skater
10.
2 is number 9.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like
And
now
then-
we can go to like a group if you just want to call them out, you know?
Yeah, and then my other one was going to be Siphon Filter.
Oh,
Siphon
interesting.
Filter, good choice, is got to be on here, right? That was a big one.
Kind of.
If it's not there, just
Is
throw it in
number
the
2 like-
garbage.
Oh,
Is number
real
2
quick.
Tekken 3?
Hang on, real quick. Resident Evil, the first one, is number 42.
That makes sense.
Oh, wow.
There's got to be a Tekken 3 up there, Jeff.
I don't
you're
see
right.
Siphon Filter. I do not see Siphon
Really?
Filter. Nope.
Where's Tekken 3?
Oh,
Number
Oh.
11.
I know.
Okay. All right.
I know. A Spyro game.
Spyro's got to be in the top
Mm.
10. I think the original Spyro the Dragon would be like,
Give me
Is
Ripto's
it?
Revenge.
Year of the Dragon is number 22.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the first
Vagrant
one
Story?
or the third
Hang on,
one?
hang on. Just trying to
Let's
see
get
if there's more
slow down,
Spyros.
slow down.
Oh,
That's the only Spyro. Okay, what was the
Slow
next
down.
one?
Vagrant Story.
I don't
I
see
don't
that.
know.
Really?
dude.
Wow.
It would have been
Jack-
kind of soon for that.
Ooh. Okay.
I have 2. Go ahead.
Okay.
Parappa.
Parappa is number 17.
Okay.
Okay. My 2 were Wipeout.
Real quick, I do want to say I'll count Jammer as part of the Parappa series. That's number
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
16.
Jammer.
Wipeout.
A little bit better.
Grub comes in with Wipeout, which
No,
is...
that was Backlar.
Or, yes, sorry. I get you guys mixed up. 14 is Wipeout XL.
Okay. And then my other one was Soul Reaver.
Oh.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Siphon Filter is on here. It was number 36. Sorry.
Okay.
Hang on.
Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain. No.
Oh, man. don't put
Get
Pam.
the frick out of here.
It
All right.
is- unless it's top 10. Nope, it's not.
Let's stick to the taking turns just because we're stepping on each other. But Grub,
Sure.
drop 3 games.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to think outside the box for that number 2.
Yeah, what could 2 be?
I know. Tomb Raider 2?
Tomb Raider?
Okay, let's look at the
There's gotta
Tomb
be a Tomb
Raider
Raider on
series.
there.
You would think so.
I just don't. To me, it's like it'd be weird even by then for them to still be kind of glazing Tomb Raider. But
Number 37 is Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation.
That was
Okay.
3 or 4? No, 3.
Like 4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Tomb
there
Raider
was-
4 is the only Tomb Raider on this list.
Oh,
What?
That's weird.
I think I have a good one.
but hang on. Let me do
Okay.
a couple. Well, no, if you have a good one, just go. That's fine.
Because
Go.
this guy likes RPGs. I'm thinking maybe Xenogears is this
Yeah, that was
mysterious
I was
number
definitely
2.
going to say that.
I'm
One.
guessing this
Xenogears.
is a staff list, I would imagine. Xenogears is number 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's all right.
Okay.
I felt
This-
my confidence was unfounded.
Like Chrono Cross?
33.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, there's a lot more RPGs here than I thought
Mm-hmm.
there'd be.
The Imagine staff were RPG weirdos
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah, if you were a PS1 magazine, you better like JRPGs, actually.
There are still 3 from the top 10 that are not.
Yeah, that's driving me crazy. We are so Vagrant, Paris, Legend of
Is there
Wild
another-
Arms?
Nah,
haven't done a Wild Arms in
it's not
quite
gonna be
a
Wild
while.
Arms.
No.
I mean,
Ooh! There's
Hang on.
another real.
Let me just double check Wild
Okay.
Arms. No Wild Arms.
There's
Okay.
a real sicko JRPG we haven't done
Hit
yet.
me.
Suikoden 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
It might not have been it might not have risen to that cult status
Right.
at this point yet, though.
That is number 13.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty high.
Oh, is there a sports game? Like a big
That's what I was
one?
wondering.
Oh,
Madden
yeah.
98.
NFL
Madden-
Game Day?
Madden 02 for the PS1 is 18. It's weird. I definitely played that on PS2.
Weird.
Hmm.
Driver.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
good choice.
yeah, that's gotta be
Very
there.
good choice.
That's got to be there.
48.
Jesus,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
barely. Jesus.
It does
Okay.
seem like in general they're doing like one entry per series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're saying if games of a series are different enough, more than one may appear on the list. But
Mhm.
they're saying like with like Tekken, they just put one.
Okay.
Yeah, This one did just show up in chat. I did just glance, but I was thinking this one. Can we just check Ape Escape?
That's
Yeah, I
number
was
2.
wondering. That's
number 2. Okay.
Ape Escape's number 2.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
7 or
Okay,
8.
so we still have 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Are they Ridge Racer Type 4 freaks?
Yeah,
like I am?
that's a good one.
Number
That's a
8.
good one.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good magazine. Good list. Good list.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Good
That,
list.
Mikey list. Yeah.
that was number 8.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite number. Oh my god.
Okay, Mikey, back to you. Give me 2 more.
It's Ridge Racer Type 4. Okay, back to me. 2 more. It is getting to a point where, boy, those are some really big, impactful ones that we have up there.
And at a certain point, when you went through on the towel, I can just kind of read it from the bottom up.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if
we
anyone's
should
got one.
soon.
Just pipe up at this time because I'm just trying desperately. I'm trying. Oh wait, Abe's Odyssey.
Oh,
It-
good call.
Okay,
But I don't think so.
I got one before we go to just
Yeah,
free
just
for all.
me. I got like one or
Yeah,
2
yeah.
more.
All right. Was Abe's Odyssey on the top 50,
No.
Dan? No.
No Oddworld.
Oh, wow.
Okay. This
Yeah.
has to be on there based off of like the other games on there.
Huh.
Guys, bless the ring.
What the fuck is that?
I bet.
That's a fighting game.
It's not. Ooh,
Yeah.
although that makes me think of another game that should be on there. We'll
Which,
see.
okay, Urgeist is not, but I think Mike is about to guess number 44.
Einhander?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it too, Mike.
That's it. Like games that aren't related, except their names kind of
They
sound
sound
similar,
exactly the
and they're
same to
by
me.
Square
Yep.
Enix.
Oh, rival schools, Dan?
I did not.
Or how
see
about Bushido
that.
Blade?
Oh,
Bushido Blade is number 50.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No rival schools.
No rival schools.
any other ones that we want to?
Klonoa?
Yes, I saw that earlier. That is number 24.
Okay, good showing for Klonoa there. I want to look at my collection real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get 1 or 2 more from everyone, and then let's just get through the list here.
Was there a Spider-Man?
Spider-Man
What's a
2?
Spider-Man game on PS1?
They,
That's
they were
pretty
not
good.
bad. Those were the Neversoft ones. I don't think that's on here. No.
Yeah, probably not gonna make it. But I liked that game a lot, actually.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, I
Wait.
did look at chat at this point, but Star Ocean 2, did that make it?
No, it did not.
Vib Ribbon.
No.
What?
Wow, no, that's surprising.
You can't fuck around with Mr. Domino or whatever it was called.
No.
Incredible Crisis.
Unfortunately, no.
yeah,
It's on
Samurai
mine.
Zan.
No,
Colony
Rising
Wars.
Zan. Oh, Colony Wars. Critics loved that.
That was a good game.
It's number 45. Colony Wars.
G Police.
All right, Dan.
Oh, God, all these names bring me right back. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Jack,
wait,
run
Mega
through
Man,
them, yeah.
Mega Man Legends.
I don't remember seeing that. No.
Okay,
Let's do this.
It's wild that we're missing one in the top 10.
Wait,
I
was
wonder what they-
there there was a Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yeah, but that series wasn't
It was a
really
top-down.
super
It's not
lovely.
really
GTA 2 is
associated.
maybe on there.
No.
Not associated with PlayStation enough, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jet Moto?
Oh, that's a
no.
good guess there, Grub.
That is a good
Dead
guess.
Moto 2.
Not here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That fell off
Alright.
pretty quick.
NFL Blitz?
Nope.
No, but that
Jan, start from the bottom up. Call out blank numbers, and I'll tell you what they are.
All right. 49.
Vigilante 8. No,
What?
no, but we got
Generous.
Vigilante 8.
Wait, didn't we say that
is
there
blasphemy?
didn't we say that there wasn't a Twisted Metal on this list?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes, that's what you
nuts.
just said. Yeah,
That's
it's
insane.
crazy.
that's
crazy.
insane.
All right. 47.
Tenchu.
Oh,
Okay,
No.
I would have said
Tenchu.
Tenchu eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Hit me with 46 and 43.
Soul Blade and Fear Effect Retro Helix.
The lesbian
Man.
game.
Yeah.
These are actually kind of impressive polls. Wait, is Jumping Flash 2 in the top 10?
It should be.
We're going up from bottom up.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right. Let's go to 41.
Alone in the Dark 4.
What?
Wait, they got to
That was
4?
Yep.
I didn't even know
Wait,
they ever numbered
Wait,
them.
above Resident Evil 1?
Oh, it's insane.
Yep. It is one above Resident Evil 1. That is Infogrames, June 2001, Alone in the
Wait.
Dark 4.
Okay. Hold on. I love Soul Blade, but Einhander above Soul Blade?
That's correct.
Oh,
Okay.
no, Einhander. I could see Einhander above Soul Blade, yeah.
Oh, Einhander is maybe top 10, Jan. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Remember,
that, y'all.
Einhander is
Shooter.
not Guys. Einhander is a shmup.
No, if it was guys, it'd be top 15. Okay, Dan hit me with 38 and 30 or 39, 38.
39 is Colin McRae Rally,
Oh, of course.
and 38 is Rayman 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
never
see
think of
Rayman.
I never think of that as a PS1 game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or OG Rayman for sure. Dan, 35, 34, please.
35 is Breath of Fire 4.
Yeah, I could have gone there
Okay,
eventually.
Roger Burchill definitely worked on this list then.
Yeah, it's a good
34.
good sprites.
34 is Dino Crisis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, we missed
That's
that.
So wait, Dino Crisis, but no Parasite Eve. Okay,
Yeah, a little strange.
or Vagrant Story. Okay.
Okay. Dan hit me with 32, 31, and 30.
32 is Ace Combat 2.
Oh, we
kicks
should have got that.
ass. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great game.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
31 is Grandia.
Oh, okay.
And 30, how did you guys miss this? Roll Cage Stage 2.
The hell is that?
What?
The hell's that?
It's the 30th best PlayStation game of all time, Jan.
I retire. You're right. This is a shame.
Yeah.
This is shameful.
It's better than Parasite Eve.
I don't even know what you just said.
Roll Cage Stage 2.
Uh-huh.
Fuck is that?
Oh, this looks like Extreme G, but bad.
Yeah, when your cover looks like that, you get number 30 is Roll Cage Stage 2.
This is not what I thought it was going to be.
This game actually looks pretty all right. Okay, keep going.
Only
right.
a handful left that we haven't picked.
Okay, Dan hit me with 27, 26, and 25.
27 is FIFA 2001.
Okay.
Okay.
26 is Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit.
Yeah, I forgot
Okay.
about Need for Speed. Yeah.
And what was next?
25.
25.
Medal of Honor 2.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Okay.
Wasn't that
Medal
just
of Honor.
Underground? That was just
Forgot
Underground.
about those.
All right. 23.
That would be Super Puzzle Fighter 2.
Oh, okay, wow. Cool.
Okay.
Which leaves only one left.
All right. And
Number 7.
Number 7, Dan.
I feel like Mikey should have got this out of all of us.
Is it a Mega Man X4 or something?
Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah, I probably should have.
okay.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Yeah, we should have said Street Fighter Alpha 3.
But also, Mega Man X4 should be on this list. Okay.
That's the
I
list.
agree. No legends. Weird.
No.
Yeah, Legends was not super well liked at that time, honestly.
This came out when?
October 2001.
Which means they probably wrote it in May.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And then 9/11 happened.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
That would've
Delayed
It's like
changed
this,
the list big
this
time, yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
right.
it would be pretty comprehensive of the whole PlayStation 1 era outside of like the sports games they released until like 05 or whatever. So
Yeah.
It's not a
it's an
terrible
interesting
list.
list for sure. Ape Escape at 2 is crazy to me.
Yeah,
my
that's
first two guesses
high.
would have been Metal Gear and Final Fantasy 7. And so for FF7 to be down at 12 is kind of crazy.
That's wild.
But they are right that 9's better than it. I usually assume that 7 is going to be put higher than that. I'm impressed. Like Register Type 4 being at number 8, that's right. Resident Evil 2 at 4, that's right. Symphony of Night at 3, that's right. There's nothing too crazy. Like, there's some admissions that seem a little wild to me, like a Parasite Eve, like a Vagrant Story.
Alone in the
but-
Dark 4 being
Mega
above
Man.
Resident Evil 1 is pretty insane.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like seeing how high the OG Silent Hill is on this list, though. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An interesting list for sure, which is, kind of what you go for when you make these.
No Jet Moto. I'm kind of surprised by, but
That's surprising.
I think it
to
fell
me
off
was
quickly.
like-
You're right.
Yeah, it was like an early. When I think of like early PlayStation 1, I think of Single Track. I think of Warhawk, Twisted Metal 1, Twisted Metal 2, and Jet Moto. And like Jet Moto, pretty quickly. It might have been around the same time that Twisted Metal went downhill with the 989 changeover. But yeah, people forgot about Jet Moto pretty quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's right, Hexproof. It's an atrocity that there are no golf games on here.
No hot
Golf
shots.
league.
Yeah.
What the hell? Well, the best golf game was on the Saturn. Its main competitor. Yeah.
All right, folks. Enough with old games. Let's talk about stuff we've been playing.
I'm not
my
talking
God.
games.
No, I know. Now I
Old games.
can't believe I'm looking up how to play Roll Cage Stage 2.
Remember, Dan,
I
you
am
can't
kind
play.
of curious, and it was made by Midway. It says so. It's like that.
Yeah, I'm
makes
gonna check it out.
I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah. Dan, remember, you can't play old games on your own time, though. You got to be playing new games to do your job here, all right? Okay.
That's a
As
good
long as that's
cut.
clear.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's good. No, that's a joke for me.
Yep.
Man, now I just want to go play a bunch of JRPGs. Thanks a lot, gang.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah,
They're
they're
good.
very good. Very
Although
good.
I think Breath of Fire 4 is good. It's a little overrated. Overrated.
A little overrated. All right. We got a giant list of games here. So let's start with a game that someone finished. And they said they have a note here real quick. Mr. Bacalar, you finished Chronos.
Oh, yeah, I finished Chronos. I don't want to take a lot of time talking about it. I finished Chronos. I then had to watch a YouTube summary of the story because it is almost unfollowable.
Oh, yeah.
I wish, I don't know, I can't, maybe this is a larger issue can Jeff just simply not pay attention to some stories in games anymore? I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of struggling with that a little bit in Silent Hill F as well. I don't know. We can talk more about that in a second, but I did finish Chronos, and I am mostly happy with it. I do encourage people to play it now. It is a very scary, very spooky game that is very ambitious with its storytelling. But believe me, I did it. I didn't think I could do it. So thank you to all the people who said I could. You allowed me to persevere and see it through. And that means a great deal to me. And for that, I thank you.
No gatekeeping here.
Beckler, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
You said you're playing this and Silent Hill F, and I know you're going to talk about that in a second. But if I was going to pick one of these to play for October, which one would you recommend at this moment?
I think the better complete package is Silent Hill F.
Okay, it's also like 8 to 10 hours, which sounds real good to me right now.
Yeah.
After playing so many games that I'm like 20 plus hours into.
And we could just parlay this right into the F conversation if you don't mind, Jan.
Let's go for it.
I was talking to Super iPatch Will. I was talking to John about Silent Hill F, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you got to play it 4 times." And I was just like, "Who the fuck are you that's gonna play Silent Hill F 4 times to see all these different endings?" I don't know. I don't understand how you can do that. I'm like, don't you have a video to make about Garfield or something? Like, you're gonna tell me you can play Silent Hill F?
Yeah. What's the state of The Simpsons right now? We gotta know.
I'm like, please, I need you to make videos and not play this game 11 times. So,
is it Nier Automata like? Is it Automata?
No. It's not even like, because Nier Automata has the different endings, but it's really kind of a linear progression through them. It's like Silent Hill 2, where depending on your choices, you get a different ending. And like the people who really like the series, they're like, well, I gotta see all of them. You don't.
I'm gonna watch them on YouTube. Is what I'm gonna do. Like
that's what I did.
I could just watch them on YouTube and mostly get the same effect. Is what I'm getting here. Okay.
I just, there's a lot of, like, for me, you guys, what do you call it when you're just like, I don't know, maybe this is exclusive to me, but like there's this thing I have where I'm just like map slopping, where I'm just like constantly looking at the map, like,
sure.
I'm like in this labyrinthine area, and I'm just sort of like, where's left? Where's left? Like, kind of left? Where am I facing? Where's my arrow facing? So I have to go up. Oh, okay.
It's called getting old. Bacalar. I have the same thing. Yeah.
No, because that's always been that for me. That's always been that for me with these games. It's like, I don't know. It's like if you have like Google Maps in your car and you're not doing north you're not doing like up is always up, right? That's obviously not always north, but like I need that. I need that sort of constant positioning awareness to show me up, right? Like that's how I coordinate myself. That's how I orient
subjective
myself.
Map, yeah.
Right, exactly. What's up? What's up, Mike?
It's just everyone's chat saying apparently like the New Game Plus stuff is more than just a different ending. So I bet it's very interesting to play the game more than once. I doubt you need to feel like you got a full experience there.
I mean, look, I'm happy to have it. I'm happy that the value's there. I'm happy that the replayability is there. I'm never gonna like look that cross in the face, but it's like I can't do that with your game, especially in such a densely packed fall.
There's 15 games we need to play right now.
I need to do baby steps. I haven't even done anything outside of that unfinished baby steps. Are you kidding me?
That's a good
You're
game.
the baby.
Yeah, I gotta take some steps. Anyway, I really do like Silent Hill. I think it is really good, save for like maybe 1 or 2 areas where I'm just like, all right, we this is maybe a little repetitive, but yeah, I'm super into it. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I checked out maybe the first 3 hours or so and was definitely enjoying myself. I love just the setting. Anytime something is set in that very rural kind of Japan, which for me is basically just this, Persona 4, and My Neighbor Totoro. Those are the 3 things I associate with the setting, but I always really like it. It's a very interesting kind of vibe and aesthetic. But yeah, I see people talk about the combat and some people complain about it. I love it, all specifically because it is kind of clunky and unsophisticated, just like how it should feel for just some, Japanese schoolgirl who's wielding a pipe, right? It's not Dark Souls. It's not some, intense action game.
Yeah,
you don't
she ain't
have a
pulling
lot
off
of
combos. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, she's just kind of swinging shit.
just a kid,
right?
just a little kid.
But even though there is still like good mechanics to it and good kind of game logic and reasoning there, without it necessarily devolving to just, oh, it's Dark Souls, or oh, it's this or that. I was actually surprised how good. Like I did like a big boss fight, right, where I just actually had a whole boss encounter situation going on.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some fun gimmicks, especially with him disappearing and kind of reappearing somewhere. I had to like listen for him and find him and hit him before he got off some attack. I was like, geez, this was a pretty good boss fight, which, but Silent Hill has actually not been bad at that. The Silent Hill 2 remake had some good ones too. But sometimes you don't necessarily associate Silent Hill with bosses. So having a good experience there was nice. But yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm loving the whole sort of vibe, the whole setup. The story is intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the themes skirt a fine line of being pretty obvious on what they are, but not feeling spoon-fed at the same time. So all of that is good. I'm excited to play more. It feels like a perfect little October game. I don't mean little disparagingly, but it's a great game for this season.
I will say this may be spoilers for some people, but I'll just keep it as vague as possible. And for folks that have already completed Silent Hill F, you will be well aware that this game actually shares a lot with Sonic Unleashed. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I can't play it now. You just ruined it.
Yeah,
Or
that
a
is
complete
not-
spoiler. You spoiled the entire
Hard.
experience for me.
I don't know if you put that on the back of the box.
Yeah, that's gonna. People won't buy it. They're like, why do I even need to play it now?
That's
what?
like a detour.
Is that the one with the
maybe.
werehog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff Grubb, speaking about beating games, you're not the Bacalar isn't the only Jeff finishing games. You conquered Baby Steps.
Yeah, this morning actually. So I had spent several streams in the morning here on Giant Bomb trying to conquer the Manbreaker, which is this big mountain where they give you the option to go up the stairs, and that was a really powerful, awesome thing to do. And it was a lot of fun to actually get through there. And then there's a little bit more after that. There's apparently a couple paths you can go to get up to this final bit of the mountain. But the option I found myself taking without really even knowing it was an option, it just felt like the way to go, was this crashed train. It's an Uncharted 2, and it's got a bunch of like luggage all over the place, and you got to get your foot in on there. But because you're inside and it's at a slant, it like really is disorienting because you just feel like, okay, am I standing upright? And it's like, oh no, I'm going to lean to the left here. That was a lot of fun to get through, although kind of a little bit child's play after the Manbreaker, which was welcome. After that, there's just like a small little snow section. A guy gets trapped under a boulder in a cave and stuff like that. I got to talk to him. But yeah, you eventually get up this mountain and you go into a house, and you're one of the people that you've been there talking to the whole time is in this house, this cabin. And it just has this such a sweet ending of Nate is this character that you're playing as. And every conversation he has, he's just trying to get out of it. He doesn't want to bother anyone. He doesn't feel worthy of anyone's time. He doesn't feel like he's worthy of any space at all, actually. And the game ends with you knocking on this cabin door and just being afraid still, but kind of you can see he's working up his courage. And finally, he just asks, "Hey, can I come inside?" He finally asks for help. And it was a really moving, powerful moment for this character that just can't get his shit together at all. But I walked 90,000 steps. The game told me 90,000 steps to get to the end of this game. And, he did all that. He actually did accomplish all that. He did conquer the Manbreaker. He did get through all these things. And so he kind of is capable. But the thing that was hardest for him was just asking for help. And it hit real hard. And so I got to do that with chat this morning. And I love this game. It is so well done. And it definitely feels like the right way to make one of these right now, where sure, it's punishing, but it's not as punishing as something like Getting Over It, where Getting Over It is another Bennett Foddy game where you're in the pot and you have the hammer and you're swinging around trying to pull yourself up. And you could fail in that game to the point where you really do at any moment can fall all the way back to the beginning. Here it's usually you could fall a long way, but it's going to be to a certain relative checkpoint. And even when you do that, the game remains funny. It remains fun to play. You always feel like you are kind of learning something. And so it feels like the most broadly appealing one of these that has been made. It feels like it's made by people who have done this many times before and have learned a lot of lessons and know now how to deliver on this idea in a way that is fair, but also still brutal in a way that's very, very fun to watch. Yeah, it's a game that should have made me rage a lot more than it did. And I found myself just kind of being like, you know what? I'm ready to try again. And yeah, it's up there for me. I am really impressed with it and really happy with it.
How did you find, again, I'm only coming from the first time we touched it, but like, how did you find the sort of like, understanding of like what you're really meant to do? Because I feel like for me, you know, this game, I have not been able to isolate myself from seeing more, you know, videos about it. Obviously, you playing it. How do you feel about how all that was presented, and whether or not you think it's a really like satisfying way to be presented with the game?
Yeah, so yeah, it's can be discouraging at first because you don't know where you're going and you feel lost. Eventually, though, that very quickly settles into being like, oh, that's part of what's happening here. It's not just that he's bad at walking; he's bad at walking and also doesn't know where to go. And it's like these dual factors working against the character are really they're both things to be overcome. And it's like, well, what do you do to solve this? I guess I could try to I can go look it up, or I could just keep walking forward and see if I eventually figure something out. Now, the game does sort of offer up some interesting ways of making you feel like, okay, if I do start going forward, even if I might not know if I'm going the right way, maybe I'm going the wrong way, there is a chance. It's not like it's lousy with this stuff, but there's a chance you're going to run into some cutscene that you wouldn't have seen had you not gone the wrong way. And that's really well done. So there's one early on where I was super lost. There's a point in the Kind of Funny race where both me and Snowbike Mike are trying to find out where to go, and we're like neck and neck. And I went to the left and he went to the right. And I was stuck at this place because I didn't see the pathway to the left for a very long time. So I was going around the map and it loops. It's a complete sphere. So you go to one side of the map, you go one more step, and now you're on the far left side of the map. You can't tell that when you're actually in the game, but there's a map later that kind of showed you that's what was happening. I was doing that over and over again, and I got to this like sand castle, this giant sand castle. I'm like, let me get to the top of this, see if there's anything up there. And the only thing up there was two little naked men who just kind of yelled at me. And I sat on one of them on accident, and it was hilarious. They were all voiced by Bennett Foddy. And finding that felt like, its own reward. And there's a ton of that stuff. There's so many hilarious cutscenes. I think that's the thing, the humor for me for a long time. I guess not for a long time. For that first couple of play sessions, I was like, this is funny, but I'm not laughing out loud. It just keeps getting so much more absurd, and you start to realize, they're improvising this, and they're kind of just leaving in their rough cuts of them laughing over each other's lines, and it's super endearing. And trying to not even trying to find the next one of those, but thinking, I might find another one of those as I continue, was more than enough to make everything kind of feel worth it. And then occasionally I'll find a cool little puzzle segment where it's like, here is just a little tower that you got to climb to the top of, and you'll either get a hat that either does nothing or does something cool, or a fruit. And he yells about finding a persimmon or whatever it's called. And that's exciting as well. So I think it's happy to be the game it is, which is you should feel lost. You should feel overwhelmed by taking every step, but it's not so harsh that it's never going to make you feel like you didn't get a reward. It has that pretty often.
Cool.
Awesome. God, I didn't think I'd have to check this out before Game of the Year time, but I guess I gotta.
It's very much a me game. It's not like I'm going to be out there on the streets trying to hawk this to everybody, but I definitely see a lot of people in chat when I was playing being like, hey, I wasn't going to try this out, and I've been watching you play, and it actually won me over, watching this game be played. And it's like, yeah, I think there's more to this game than its Open Critic score says. It's like, it's not for everybody, but the people who it's for are really going to like it. It's definitely in this certain class of games for me with Octodad, where it's about moving a character in a weird way, but it's telling a lot more about human nature and about your nature as a player than you might even realize.
Fantastic, Grub. Fantastic. Speaking about overwhelming, I have been enjoying what I've found Ghost of Yote be very, very overwhelming. Dan, you talked about this a little bit last week on the podcast because the embargo lifted, and I had reserved to myself that I wasn't going to check out Ghost of Yote until the holidays because we've talked a lot about holiday kind of games, and this feels like one you have to really sink your teeth into. And I'll say this up top, I did not like Ghost of Tsushima. Did not click with it at all. I don't quite know why. Maybe I was expecting different style of combat. Maybe I was looking for a Sekiro at the time. But something about this And maybe it is God, I already forget her name, but the character that Erika Ishii plays, and just like the characterization, I think it hits a bit better. Maybe I'm digging the setup to the story, but damn, game pretty. Game look good, y'all.
Game pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's unbelievably gorgeous. And like Jan, how are you finding like the open world? Because it's got those elements from the first one with like the wind taking you from place to place. But I am finding myself just enjoying that open world a lot more than Tsushima.
I think that's what I might be enjoying more, and that's kind of the friction I'm encountering though, is that like I do enjoy the open world more, but because I'm enjoying the open world more, it's kind of stalling my overall progress in it. And this game just is full of like the different cinematic styles you can throw the game into. I tried playing it in black and white for a second, but then again, game too pretty to limit yourself to grayscale. Just like the effect that they have with like the ginkgo leaves and everything, like as you're like traipsing through the fields, absolutely gorgeous. And I just want to cook every single thing also.
Oh, the DualSense? Yeah, you blown into the microphone?
Yes. And it's kind of a bummer that this game uses the DualSense so well, because what is the last game y'all would even think used the DualSense? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Astrobot.
Before that, even maybe the Ratchet and Clank game?
Yeah, maybe Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, it's great when games do use it really well, because I actually do like a lot of that stuff, even the sort of gimmicky things, but few people really kind of make good use of it.
I mean, Sucker Punch loves doing that. They did that with Second Son. I remember the first time I used a PS4 trackpad was checking that out, and like they would have things where it's like, oh, swipe up to pull this tank up and then shoot into it, and yeah, they love using the hardware.
Like, I don't have much more to say about Ghost of Yotei than you already covered last week, Dan, because I'm still fairly early in. But like,
same.
I can't quite articulate why it is clicking with me more.
Well, can I ask this? Because Pete brings this up in chat. This was going to be my question. So the first game was very big on, hey, we're still a video game, so we're going to have moral choices, and you're a samurai. You have to be, you should be honorable. And there was like the father character who was like reminding you should be honorable, and then you had the option to be a sneaky little assassin guy, but that was dishonorable, and the game was saying you were naughty for doing that, or at least that's how I read it. I don't know if it was actually going through and like punishing you or anything, but I certainly felt that way. And I'm just like at a point where it's like, if you're going to put stuff in a game, let me decide if it's good or bad. I don't really need that. But whatever, that was the first game. Does the second game maintain any of that? I guess you do still have the choice to be, because Dan showed me in the quick look, you can still like do the thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to announce that I'm here as a samurai and do a showdown with a guy, which I thought was cool. But I also think I want the option to be equally weighted to like go be a sneaky little ninja. Does it kind of open you up or what?
It doesn't like have like a larger system that I've seen yet. Like, Infamous, was very just like, blue glowy Halo guy or red devil horn guy. This is like you will come upon certain scenes and stuff, not even necessarily tied to the story of just like, are you going to loot all these corpses and kill the guy who says that's shitty? Or are you going to like, give the guy money and help collect these masks and stuff like that? Like there's like clear good and bad choices you can make at times, but it doesn't feel like it's a core gimmick of the game, And like there's no one coming in to be like, oh, why'd you do that? It's not like that.
I think that's I think that may be what it is for me, where I felt like I couldn't play Ghost of Tsushima in a way that I want to play, where like I do want to be a sneaky little guy sometimes, and then like if shit hits the fan, just go into a duel. But here it's like, I guess it's just like cool with letting you do it. And I don't know, maybe the character there's so many parts of the internet that have such a weird boner for Jin from the original game about like, oh, I can't believe they're replacing Jin and he's not going to be the main character for the second one. Fuck off. I find this main character to be more of a person, if that means anything.
Also, it does like solve that problem of like, because her whole thing is just revenge, right? Like she's just out there to like do this, and so who cares how you get revenge? It frees them up. It answers that question of like, how do we deal with this problem in the first game if it was a problem, which I think they've decided by doing it this way in the second game that maybe it was something they didn't want to repeat. So maybe not a problem, but they wanted to try something different here, and so they were gonna need a different character.
Yeah. And anyway, there's so many games coming out, but I do just find myself just firing this up and staring at it and just like letting the wind blow. And now I think I finally understand Brad Shoemaker.
Oh
No
no,
way.
really?
There's just no, you don't.
Now,
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's
That's as
hear
deep as
it.
you know.
Is Brad a samurai?
Yes.
Maybe?
Many have called him that. Yeah.
I mean,
gotta
behind the
do a top
scenes,
knot,
yeah, behind
He
the scenes, we would call him the Last Samurai.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was his favorite
heard of
movie.
that.
Yeah.
It was a biography about him.
Biography.
Yeah,
Yes.
A biography.
Dan,
Simple procedure.
I think you were there. This might have been either my first or second game of the year, but Brad had gone on about how he had enjoyed so much of Red Dead Redemption 2 and just like living in the world and kind of just like losing time in it.
It'd be
And
like
then-
a cowboy simulator.
Yeah. And then I could easily see myself doing that in Ghost of Yotei.
Sure.
And kind of like the same way that Brad had enjoyed all of the bits and pieces around the main story of Red Dead Redemption 2, I can see myself just like roaming across the fields and just like basking it in. This may be the only instance I will say that I think a game scent would be cool for.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be pretty good for the most part. Outside of like the horse shit and all that.
Yeah, other than the horse shit.
I'm with you on the Red Dead 2 thing, but like, it does do the thing that like makes me like it more than Red Dead 2 in the way that like if you're riding past a frond, is that a word? I don't know, something you can pick up. You can just hit R2 and it just picks it up. Whereas like Red Dead, you're like, oh, get off my horse, buddy. Gotta go get this frond. Like
That's not a bad Arthur you got there.
Thank you.
Pretty
Thank
good.
you. Yeah,
Say
I do like how
tuberculosis.
it's not a tuberculosis.
Yeah, perfect. No notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like not afraid to be video gamey in that way, where it's like there's some quality of life stuff, and every once in a while, like it's like you don't need to do the cooking mini game. We got you. Just gives you the boost. So it's not as slavish to that as Red Dead is.
But the thing this also reminded me of is that Assassin's Creed Shadows came out this year.
It
Yeah.
sure did.
Oh
How about
boy.
that?
What a
I
year.
played a fair amount of that, which is one of the reasons why I'm not like chomping at the bit to get into Yotei, which is not fair to Yotei, but that's just where I'm at.
I think I may be more of a 2D ninja mood because I've yet to check out the Shinobi game, and Sean, Dan, you were also super high in it. So, God, that is on the list. I feel like all of these games are consuming me, but Dan Reichert, you have been playing Consume Me.
I started it last night. I started it. I didn't really know what it was. I don't know. I feel like I saw some like posts about it where I was like, it's gonna be one of those like really narrative games that are probably extremely like a Despalote or something like that, where it's just like, okay, I can recognize the craft in this, but like typically I don't enjoy playing those type of games. And what's that smirk, Backler?
It's isn't it Despalote?
Probably, I assume
It is. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
We'll
okay,
be right here.
Despalote. Yes. So
Sorry.
but
That's
Bonk
why.
was playing it, and Bonk was really enjoying it and telling me about it. And she was like, she likened it to WarioWare, which is like, oh, okay, I'm immediately interested in that with like a lot of little mini games and stuff. But then she told me it is about disordered eating, and that is something I did not realize that's what the game was about. And that is something I learned a lot about, over 10 years ago when I met Bianca. And one of the first things she told me was that before meeting me, she had really struggled with anorexia. And I didn't really know anything about it. I'd never really known anyone that struggled with disordered eating, at least to my knowledge. And so, yeah, I learned a lot about it early on. And it's like, it was very eye-opening in that, like, if someone's never experienced anxiety, I've run into these people that are just like, chill out. What are you worried about? And it's like, yeah, not how it works. That's not how it works at all. I'd love to just chill out. That'd be great. The same way that, some people, if they hear about anorexia, will just eat a cheeseburger. Why don't you just eat a cheeseburger? And it's like, through talking to her about it, I learned so much about what it is and the control factor of it and how it just kind of consumes your thinking every day. And I remember I read, I wanted to understand it more, and I read Portia de Rossi's book about it. She was from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Because she struggled with that. So basically, I learned a lot about it back then. And I played this game and talking to Bonk about it too. It's like, she's like, yeah, this is like such a interesting way to illustrate the difficulties and the struggles of disordered eating, basically. And it's presented very like it is kind of like WarioWare like, and the presentation's awesome. It's very kind of jaunty music and stuff like that. But it's kind of reminds me like Depression Quest or Unpacking, where it's like I've never had depression, and in playing Depression Quest, I kind of saw that like, oh, you have multiple choice of what you can do tonight, and you keep getting it crossed out because you have depression. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't understand it was like that or whatever. So with this, there's like different meters you have to just kind of juggle between all the time. You go day by day, you wake up every day and eat lunch and all this. And you've got your mood meter, you've got your energy meter, and you've got your gut meter, like how full you feel. But you're also trying to stay under a calorie limit, which is a huge thing that people with disordered eating have, is very much obsessing over every calorie that goes into your body. So you got all these meters you got to juggle. And, one's going down, like it's almost impossible to kind of keep them all in like an equilibrium. And at the same time, you're trying to earn money by doing chores, because chapter 1 is all about like you're trying to save up money to buy a swimsuit because there's this party and there's this boy you like and you want to go look hot in a swimsuit for this guy for this party. So you got like 9 days basically to, you're trying to stay underneath your calorie limit, which it says early on, it actually like to avoid like triggering people with eating disorders. It just calls them bites. And so you have like 500 bites you can do each day. So it starts with like you're eating lunch and it's like a Tetris mini game type thing where it's like, okay, so I can fit in, there's all these hunger spots I need to fill. And if I don't fill them all, which is impossible most of the time, you're going to like not be hungry. You're not going to be full enough. And there's stuff where it's like, oh, there's this cookie that I can use for this one slot, but that has a bunch of bites. So that's going to put me over the limit. So I'm going to feed that to the dog. So there's all these like very interesting gameplay mechanics that go into the story they're trying to tell. Mm-hmm. So like another thing you're trying to do is level up, like you've got skill meters for like diet, athletics, academics, and chores. And so you're trying to do all of those. So, your mom's on your ass for like, it's a semi-autobiographical thing. So like the character's mom is like, hey, you're getting chunky. You need to lose weight. And it's like, hey, your grades are, slipping. You need to work on this. So like the mini game for when you're studying is like, you'll pick you'll be on the bus and you have to read a book to study for a test. And like your head is rotating around and you have to like jam A when your vision is over the book. But it's like rotating around. And then it's like also these thoughts are popping up and they're visualized by like clouds, like thought bubbles and stuff. So it's like, oh, it's your mom yelling at you. It's the scale. It's all these other things that are entering her mind. And that kind of like, burp, like the minigame cone bumps against it and makes it so you can't finish it. So it's just so smart with all these different ways. It very much gamifies the thinking of someone that's going through this. So like that is the thing is like, I assume it's going to become impossible to juggle everything. I finished chapter 1. I was able to kind of like get everything to a reasonable level. But like, for instance, I was so worried about like trying to keep my bites under the limit. And also you can exercise, so you can burn up. So if you go over the limit, it's like, oh, if I burn 15 bites, then I'm under the limit and I'm great. But you only have a set amount of time every day you can do things. So like if you're just focusing on dieting and exercising, you don't walk the dog, you can't do your laundry, you don't have time to study, you're not cleaning the bathroom, so your mom's pissed at you about that. So like I had a moment where I was so much trying to like do all the bite stuff and the diet stuff that you do have to actually do your laundry in the game. And there's a really kind of fun mini game with it. But at one point there was like a little vignette where a bus drove by and splashed my character. And so it's like, oh shit, my clothes are dirty now. I need to change. But because I hadn't done the laundry mini game that day, I didn't have any clean clothes. So the mood meter goes down. So it's just this like really, really tremendous way of like it is on its surface, like fun mini games. And it's just kind of like a time management thing. But as far as like getting across, the message of this game and like, as far as like, you don't really hear empathy games that much anymore. That was a kind of a phrase that people threw around a lot. I think this is like tremendous as far as that goes.
Awesome.
You do. So you think it accomplishes the goal of like someone like you who is somewhat familiar with these things, but maybe can't necessarily immediately put yourself in those shoes. Does it bridge that gap a little bit?
Yeah, and most importantly, I asked Bianca. I was like, I mean, do you feel like this is effective? And like, and she's like, this is so relatable. Like,
wow.
Absolutely. Okay. So, yeah, it seems to like absolutely be nailing the message and also the game aspect of what it's going.
Yeah, and I was almost expecting it because it does seem made by people who want to like convey these things, but it's like I think it's one thing to convey it to someone who knows what they're going for and has experienced it. Yeah. But it's like it does sound like it even can reach out to people who have no frame of reference for this and maybe begin to help them understand it, that's really impressive. Because
again, like so many mental illnesses, I think people that don't understand it or haven't experienced it, like it is very hard to like Bianca doesn't have anxiety. So like I can explain what a panic attack is. She's seen me have panic attacks. She knows they're not fun. But unless you have felt that, you can't understand why hard. It's like, oh, hey, you're not going to die. What's going on? It's like, this is a great way to kind of let someone feel that a little bit,
For as dire as video game news seems to be every single day that we report about it on this website, I'm very happy that the indie game scene is able to pull off neat things like this. Despelote, and just other weird stories that, like, I talked about last week, can only really be pulled off in video games. Like, on its face, Baby Steps is just a frumpy white dude in a onesie that's too dirty. Homie needs a shower. But Grub, to hear you talk about like the deeper messages that you can that are intentionally laid in there that you can pull out, seem very.
It does
great.
like I'm not someone who's dealt with a lot of depression, but the game clearly it's like such a good way of like understanding someone and like kind of like what they have to overcome or things like that. I don't know if it's as good as Consume Me, which. Consume Me. I swore you were saying Kasumi, and I was like Googling Kasumi. I'm like, well, that's a lot of dead or alive art.
Dead or alive character.
Yeah.
Which is a very different thing.
Compare it to Baby Steps. I'm just seeing this from the chat, so I can't like verify it myself, but it says, fun fact I love to bring up, Jenny, the lead dev, is a protege of Bennett Foddy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, that's hell yeah. That rules. Okay. Very awesome.
From the Bennett Foddy learning tree. Wow.
I like that. I like that
that's
Bennett
a bright
Foddy has
star in
proteges.
Yes.
That's good.
No, okay. I was thinking about this where quick tangent to movies, but I watched Infinity Castle, the Demon Slayer movie, and it is obscenely long. When it comes to digital, I'm going to download it and make my own edit, because if you were to show this to anyone, it would be, you couldn't parse out shit. And also, Zenitsu's fight should be last, and I think we can all agree on that, right?
Oh yeah, we're right there with you, bud.
Thank you. It's a much more deeper interaction. I do like Rengoku though. Anyway, but I am so juiced, because if this is the type of like visual assault that we're seeing in animated movies now with Infinity Castle, Across the Spider-Verse, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, I'm so excited for in 10 years the fucking visual mayhem that we're gonna get from like these weird kids growing up consuming this shit.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, speaking about consuming things, this is a game that I think has quickly consumed a good chunk of the staff. Hades 2.
Saw credits yesterday.
Nice.
I saw credits this weekend. I beat it. Yeah.
I've talked about it more at length in the past, but I'll just say that now that I'm done with it, and the last few weeks have been so Hades 2 and Megabonk heavy, and I still am loving Megabonk, and I'm definitely checking off all those boxes and stuff like that. It is like I beat Hades, and I had the thought that like, Megabonk is a scoop of ice cream, and Hades 2 is like a 3-course meal. They're both good. You like eating both of them for sure, but like Hades is just so much more like layered and just in so many different ways. Obviously we've talked about the dialogue and everything, but just like how different the runs can be and everything, and like the fact that like the first one, you do need to do a bunch of runs, to a bunch of successful runs to see credits in this game, and it does keep that interesting and fun and everything. So it's like, look, knew this game was going to be good. It's an absolute killer. If you said it was the best roguelite of all time, certainly wouldn't blink at that.
No. Are you also feeling a pull to kind of keep going and getting the epilogue done, or are you trying to use this as a break to check out some other games? Because I feel like I should do that, but I also kind of keep wanting to play Hades too. It's
the exact same approach I had to Silk Song, where it's like I got to the end of Act 2, and it's like Act 3 started, and it's like, all right, I do want to play this, because this is definitely one of my favorite games of the year, but it's like, I feel like I've seen credits, I've seen an ending of this game for sure. Like, I'm going to focus on other stuff right now, and then maybe I'll come back to it at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like I kind of need to do that as well. So many things. I need to start Tactics, and like I should be trying Trails on the Sky. But gosh, it's just so fun playing Hades 2. And the first game did this too. But it's just so smart how when it starts almost get kind of easy, it introduces that system where you can make the game harder through various ways that you can pick, and then you get rewards for doing that. That unlocks more cool stuff. So you're still, even this late in the game, even at the rolling credits, constantly unlocking new things, constantly still getting new dialogue and new story beats and interesting things happening. It's just insane how dense this game is.
But
I think that's the most impressive thing. Is like both you and Dan now have touched on that, where it's like it keeps going, and the 3-course meal of like they just find ways to make everything still feel so worthwhile, even though you are still doing these runs over and over again. They could change things up on you. It just feels like one of the most well thought out games ever made in terms of making sure the player feels like they're never wasting their time. That starts right away. I talked about that last week when we were talking about it. To hear that continues and there's new things to unlock and see and like new systems that late. That is impressive stuff.
Right. I mean, I still haven't actually completed a romance path or filled out an entire relationship thing. There's still
which god are you trying to fuck?
I feel like you guys aren't gonna like these. You both dislike them. I like the mean lady with the short hair who calls me babe.
Oh,
no,
Eris.
Sure.
Eris.
Like
you're not gonna fuck a ghost, are you? That's a MacGruber, Mike.
Also, Scary Movie. The lady fucks a ghost.
You're gonna fuck a ghost, Mike?
Dan Aykroyd fucked a ghost.
He got blown by a ghost, but yeah.
I mean, out of
sexual relations.
Sure.
Yeah.
Depends on the meaning of his is, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. The Moro seems like a nice guy, huh?
Good for you, Mike.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, do your thing, chicken wing. I like the lady that's mean to me.
Oh,
me too.
Nemesis?
Eris, yeah.
No, the other one.
Nemesis.
Okay, Nemesis went too far that one time when she was like, I at least knew my mother. No, there's no coming back from that. She doesn't even really apologize for it. She can go get fucked.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Cellini man.
Yeah, I get it for sure. Hey,
Horse
Eris,
girls.
is that
Can you
does
fuck
Eris
the moon?
show up later?
A Harry Carey line, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Grub. What did you say?
Does Eris show up later? Is that which one's Eris?
No,
She's short hair.
She's the one at the beginning of the game
Fucking
who
tank girl? Oh, she's the worst.
she's the one who gives you the debuff in the beginning of the game.
Throws trash on the
you're-
ground.
Yeah,
Like,
in the
she
beginning of the
sucks
second
ass.
area. Yeah.
Let's see.
No, you know what, Mike? I get it. I 100%
got?
understand it.
Yeah. That's
Um,
why she calls me babe.
you know what? Hey, yeah,
She's
that's
Strife,
a
yeah.
cheat code for me as
She's
well.
the goddess of strife. Yeah.
Okay, right. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I get it.
Mike, did you encounter the person I was alluding to last week that had the cum gutters?
I saw somebody with just a massive. I'll just say it, a massive penis bulge.
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Dress and acting like Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Whoa.
I didn't notice the
crazy.
I'm not going to call them the CGs. I didn't notice the CGs as much as you. I was distracted by his thong bulge. It was insane.
It's
I
great.
think he stuffed it.
You think he's stuff? I mean,
It's just wild. It's like he put a grapefruit in there.
A grapefruit?
Or maybe a gourd of some kind. I don't know.
What are you even trying to say? You put a grapefruit in there? Jesus Christ!
we
Is it,
talked a
is
lot.
it that spherical?
It is kind of spherical.
Okay.
All right. Well, we talked a lot about Hades 2, and like the replayability and unlocking everything. I want to hear from y'all. What is the loadout that y'all have been rolling with, and or like the builds that you're trying to?
Yeah, I mean,
I
generally will do the one it recommends, so I switch things up. Unless it's that axe. I have not ever made that axe feel good.
That's like
for some
number
reason.
one.
Yeah.
Wait, give us some tips because I've been struggling with the axe too, and I was surprised.
The axe, you do the scythe version, the aspect that turns it into a scythe, because that I think
Didn't
already
even know
has
that was
some.
a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you
gotta
upgrade it
unlock
to make it a scythe, and the attack speed goes up. So like the big downside of the axe is the swing speed, but it's got like good damage. It's got this huge range of attack, and so you focus on getting the hammer upgrades and stuff like that. It'll be like boost your attack speed, and so I barely use sometimes I'll use the special for that one to like knock off armor, but I put everything else into like you'll get crazy shit where it's like it'll attack in a 360 around you with the normal speed of a
it does the
swipe.
big
It'll
big
has
swipe. I
a
like
chance
that.
to swipe twice. It's like you can make that thing a fucking killer.
I did have a good run when I was doing the slash twice. I got one where it was like slash twice, and then also it might slash twice if you do a dash. So it was actually slashing 4 times occasionally. That was insane. That was really cool.
I think my favorite has been the last one you get that just kind of turns you into an armored core robot.
That's good.
With all the missiles. You can just kind of run around, spam your special or aiming at people. I've gotten pretty strong with that. The one where you and then the one where you throw out the skulls, I've had good luck with that, and then also the wands that could just because later in the game,
I like the wands.
Well, later in the game, it becomes pretty easy to just constantly have mana regen, so that isn't a resource you're worrying about. So you're just constantly shooting those out and spending the mana on that, and if you have builds that reward you for using mana, like if you get any of the Selene stuff, that can become pretty powerful.
And I really didn't like those are the two I didn't like for most of my time with this game was the wands and the skulls.
The skulls.
And I barely ever even when they were the glowy one, I didn't pick it And then like yesterday, I was picking them a lot, and it's like, man, any weapon in this game, you can kind of tweak it. Like with those hammer upgrades, I love when I'm going up because there's almost always a hammer there in that first town.
Yeah.
And so it's like I go there first, and it's like I will just get something. It's like, okay, great, that makes this a very usable thing. Or like, you know, the skulls, I didn't necessarily like picking up my ammo when it dropped it down. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna get the hammer upgrade that makes them automatically return to me and 100% faster. And then it's just like I have this awesome ranged explodey thing that I use to like kill the main boss going up without even like using a death defiance. Like, so these things that I didn't like at all, it's like, oh shit, you just get on the right run with them and like they can be killed.
Yeah, that's the thing with the weapons. The right run can make anything awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of get it. You do start getting a sense of what boons you're looking for, what upgrades, or even taking advantage of those items that make certain gods appear more often because you're looking for something specific. And God, the bosses are just super good too. You know, no spoilers, but the third boss on the going up route, I love that fight. That fight is so much fun. There's parts of it that remind me of like a World of Warcraft raid with the way you have to dodge certain things. You know what I'm talking about? I love
fire stuff. Is that what you're saying? Okay, yeah.
Where I'm like middle, top, bottom. It's, I can literally hear my raid leader calling it out in my mind.
I was assigning numbers to be like 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
like,
I would do the same thing.
Yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, that's a lot of what WoW raiding is like.
Well, I didn't like that, so.
No, I wouldn't recommend it for you then.
Chronos, it like didn't seem like I'm still pretty early on. I got to Chronos once and got him like the second phase and like 1/5 of his health. I was like right there. I'm like, that fight wasn't too bad. I'm assuming like he is an appetizer for like what is really happening in this game.
Right, and and there's that. Yeah, because he thinking of him as like the final boss maybe isn't super correct because you do have the up path. I will say that he definitely seemed easier than Hades did the first time. You got to a point.
That's the comparison I'm making. Yeah,
I think you get to that point with Chronos. Maybe it's because we're all a bit more trained on this now, right? Yeah. But you got there with Hades eventually, where that was kind of automatic. He just knew what he did, and you feel that with Chronos. But you know, you get those things too that make each boss fight harder, and I'm kind of working my way through those right now too. It's always really interesting to see the ways they do that. Like, you know, for the sirens, it's very different. They sing a different song. There's different mechanics there. It's a different arena that you're fighting them in. So yeah, it's a completely different encounter in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I love the sirens and like the building lore in between runs. I got fairly early. They were like, "You're an agent, right? Oh my God, help us get a deal."
Yeah.
And then, like, you meet them the next run. They're like, "You're not a fucking agent. You lied to us." It's so good. It's so fucking good.
It's great characterization. Amazing character. Like, my favorite depiction of Greek mythology stuff I've ever seen, and they made a Disney movie about that shit.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
Yeah. Heracles here. Doesn't need to show me any cum gutters. I'm down for the ride. Folks. We talked a lot about stuff. Let's take a quick bricky break. We'll finish off games talk, and then we'll talk about the news right after this. Grub, I love podcasts, and I would like to listen to more of them.
Oh boy, I've got the podcast for you then, bud. Stage Select.
But Grub, I have trust issues, especially with podcasters.
Look, it's always important to be careful and safe about podcasters, but don't worry. Host Julian Titus and Justin Ham have over 16 years of combined podcasting experience, and the Stage Select is finishing up its second season at the end of the year.
Holy smokes, what a pedigree. Tell me more, Grub.
Oh, what about a video game variety show where the hosts act as if they're performing for a live studio audience?
Kind of like the Muppet Show. Do they have reoccurring characters, shenanigans, bits, and skits?
Oh, baby. We got bits. We got skits.
I love bits and skits. Is there more?
The show is designed to be unexpected, Jan. They'll go to space, sometimes a surprise game show. Expect the unexpected. Space!
Grub, I'm hearing that episodes 41 and 59 are fantastic points to get a vibe of the show. Julian and Justin are fiercely independent and do this for the love of video games and podcasts?
Oh yeah, they draw from the best, like the giant Bombcast, Nextlander, Rebel FM, and no one can know about this.
Well, Grub, I'm glad I know about this podcast.
That's Stage Select. Give it a listen.
Bits and skits! Grub, it's okay. Just look at it, okay? It's fine.
Oh, what the... Wait, Dan, what are you doing here?
Oh, wait, like Like existentially, or what do you mean?
No, Dan, like here at Giant Bomb, covering games.
Oh, what I do for a living. Okay, well, I'm here because of Game Informer. That's right. Way back in 1993, I saw Game Informer magazine and subscribed for the first time, and it has been a huge part of my life ever since. From working the register at Funkoland and selling subscriptions to starting working there full time in 2009, Game Informer has been there for me the whole time. They mean a ton to me. So it hurt me, just like I know it hurt a lot of you when the unexpected news came down not too long ago that Game Informer was shutting down. But, nay, fear not, I say. That's right, Game Informer is back, and with 100% of the staff that was there when it shut down.
Now, Danny boy, I see that you're holding a magazine right there. Tell me about how that page feels.
I'm telling you, I have held hundreds upon hundreds of Game Informer magazines from 1993 to today, and this is without a doubt the best. I'm feeling this right now.
Ooh.
This is a smooth cover.
Oh.
This is a thick, nice paper here. The print is just good. This is a wonderful quality print magazine. It makes my heart feel good.
And I know that Game Informer is a team that I can rely on to say something substantial about games and the people who make them, because GI has a stellar crew of editors. These are people I love to have on the couch at Giant Bomb at night over at Summer Game Fest. It's people I can always rely to have something interesting to say. That's why I know when they have those excellent cover stories, just like they always did and always will continue to do so, it's going to be some of the best coverage in video games.
And another fun bonus, Game Informer donates 5% of every subscription purchase directly to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
You know, earlier this year, the future seemed very uncertain for both Game Informer and Giant Bomb. That's putting it mildly. And as someone whose life and gaming hobby has been greatly impacted by both of those outlets, I am thrilled that we are both back and doing our thing online, in your podcast apps, and in print in your hand. That is right. Gaming news, reviews, everything in between sent straight to your mailbox every month. To subscribe, go to GameInformer.com/subscribe now.
Magazines.
There you go.
I need to play that game and see how it plays.
It's
We still got games to talk about. I realized my channel was muted, but hey, we still got games. So the train is moving along.
That's right, everybody. No more distractions. No more pausing for any other bits or any other business, unless it's related to Golf League merchandise, which you can find at store.giantbomb.com. Hey, you look great right now, but I know you would look even better in a Giant Bomb golf shirt and Giant Bomb golf hat, not just available in green like I'm wearing, all sorts of fun colors. You will be the main course on the golf course when you wear the Giant Bomb Golf Week apparel. Store.giantbomb.com.
The energy's like gone down since the first time, though.
It's still working for me, though.
Mm-hmm. Air's coming out of the balloon.
So yesterday I learned in golf that there's like a beer cart girl. Can I just go to a golf course and just like hang out and encounter one, or do I have to play golf?
You can hang out at the 19th hole, right? The bar. Yeah.
What? a lot of
they're all legally obligated to be called that.
Yes. Yeah. I've never seen one not called that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of local, like at least here, all the local golf courses have generally a pretty nice restaurant and bar, and you can look out on the greens. They're pretty.
Mike Minotti, I enjoy your business tactics, but you know what I enjoy more than that?
No.
Final Fantasy tactics. And Jeff Grubb.
Somehow I didn't see where that was going.
That's right. I'm trying to zig, and I thought you were going to zag with me, but you like ziggied over there. Jeff Grubb, you, it says on this list here, have peeped Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilise Chronicles.
Yeah. I've started it. I've done a handful of battles, and I think it's clicking for me. I tell you what, it looks really nice, and that helps. I think the presentation is very good. I think it took me a second to like get used to the camera, but once I realized you could just hit one of the shoulder buttons, and it gives you a top-down view, and then that's not even a toggle. It's just like a hold. So you hold, you check down, make sure that you got everyone in your sight. You let go. It goes back to the more cinematic isometric view. That looks really pretty. That like helped like unlock the game for me. It's like, okay, I'm not like struggling with this camera anymore. I could just quickly pop in, pop out, and make my move. It's got a job system, which I of course knew, but I love job systems in games, and just like barely sort of scraping the surface of that, I'm already like, oh, I'm good. I'm super gonna get into this because I just can't wait to like take these characters and build them out and give this one this job and then that next job, and oh my god, I bet later on they're gonna be able to like take the things they learned and like do some super special job because I went down that path. I'm like, ooh, that's my shit. So it's hitting sort of the tone that I needed it to hit. I think like I remember Final Fantasy Tactics Advance maybe being getting going a little bit faster and getting me on board with the tactical gameplay, which is what I'm really here for, a little bit faster. But it's not like this is some slouch. And it's always been praised for its story. And early on, I think that's like, oh yeah, I'm getting this. I'm like, I get why people think this is high quality, and I can tell that there's some seeds here that if they deliver on them, then yes, I will be right on board with everyone else who's super into what this game is doing on that front.
I don't know how many games allow you to work your way up to be a mime, but this is one of those.
That rules.
Have you guys played Final Fantasy V, where like that's where the Final Fantasy job system style was really
but you've talked to me about it before, and it sounded awesome.
So freaking good. If you like this job system and tactics, my understanding is that it's very similar to the one from Final Fantasy V.
Got it. Okay. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying your time with it, Grub. I need someone to eventually tell me what the fucking Onion Knight is or was.
It's from Final Fantasy III is where Onion Knights first originated. It was the name of the starter class in the original version of the game. In subsequent remakes, it was almost kind of the ultimate class that you could get instead. But yeah, it's just it's a Final Fantasy III thing. Original Final Fantasy III, the one that was on the Famicom.
I see. There's lots of layers to it, just like ogres, just like onions,
That's
just
right,
like
you
a
get
parfait. And just like Lego Voyagers has lots and lots of layers, Jeff Bakalar, you have been playing this, I'm assuming, with Dib.
Yes, but this is not a story about our time with that game, Jan. This is a story about how we're not playing that game, Jan.
Oh, okay.
And this is a story how we're not playing Henry Halfhead. Because I offer these items to my son as a gift. He doesn't know how good he fucking has it. Getting to play all these goddamn games, like smorgasbord of whatever you could possibly conceive. All of these free codes. He's playing FC26 the week before it comes out like it ain't no thing. It's unbelievable. And what does this kid want to play instead of Henry Halfhead? What does this kid want to play instead of Lego Voyagers? Which, by the way, we did play for 2 hours. We played that for 2 hours. We had a great time. Stacy watched. It was a family moment. We did the thing. It was really, really nice. And we got to like a certain level where he was like, oh, you know what, Dad? I'd really want to go back and play Steal the Brain Rot.
Wow.
What is this?
Fortnite.
Oh, is this in Fortnite? Oh, no. My kids just started Fortnite because of K-pop Demon Hunters, and they've been asking for a brain rot game. And I'm like, I can't find one. So now they have one.
What
Great.
does that mean? What is a brain rot game?
Okay.
Brain rot's just the kids like dialect today. They're
Yeah.
vernaculars.
Yes.
Like,
It's
you know,
YouTube poop.
like 6, 7,
What is
and all.
YouTube poop?
Okay, but listen. Okay,
You can't just keep saying things.
Cum gutters.
Yeah, well, most people know what they are. It's not your fault.
YouTube
You're just
poop? I'm not
That was
Googling
a-
that.
No, don't. But at least not on my browser. Listen, here's what it is, okay? Steal the Brain Rot is very loosely adapted from the Roblox game Steal the Brain Rot. Kind of like a copy of
classic.
it. Where you so it's like a Fortnite, custom game, right? Where someone built this map area where you get onto a server and out an assembly line comes these quote unquote brain rots that are just these like insane sort of, I don't know, for lack of a better comparison, amiibos, right?
Is it,
They
it's
just come out. There's like
Trippy
these
Tropey
statues.
there, the
Yeah.
shark in the sneakers.
So there's like a shark. There's like all the brain rot classics you've come to know and love, all collected in one ridiculous Fortnite experience. And they come out and you can buy one, and then it goes into your base and you collect all of these brain rots. Then if there are more people on your server, you basically have to play this game of like Fortress where you protect your brain rots. You have to renew the lock on your base, and if you allow your base to be unlocked, someone can steal your brain rot. And that's what this game is. It's very dumb. It is very dumb. It is very bad. And where I'm really like, where he and I are locking horns, it's like, dude, you play all these like really sort of, I don't want to say cerebral, but certainly more engaging in a positive way kind of
games.
stuff.
Yeah,
right?
games
Like,
that had love put into them.
even Fortnite on its face, like with the strategy and the socializing, he's getting the socializing with the brain rot shit, but like he's not. This is not a game. This is just very dumb. And I'm like, dude, you got to just stop. You got to stop. There's no like currency. There's no like V-Buck attachment.
Man,
it's not like
don't
he's
understand.
He's not like draining the bank account asking for 7,000 V-Bucks just so we can get like a Tiki Tala Miki Mala, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
A tiki drink?
Yeah, I wish. It just sucks. Look, I get it. He's 10. He has the worst taste imaginable. He is just a piece of shit in every sense of the word. He has no understanding
No,
of
it's
like
not
what
like
is
Dad.
good and what is bad.
No, this
right?
is true of every kid. My
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
like love garbage. I've said this for years, and it's still true.
100%.
They love trash.
100%. Like, I mean, look, need I say more than the Cybertruck, right? The thing
Yes.
that only 10-year-old boys think is cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's a reason. So I get it. And my patience only lasts so long with this stuff. But
But
I
did
bring
you get Tung 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 Sahar?
Yeah, we got like 11 of them. And the more brain rots you get, the more your base gains a floor. So he has like a 5-story base with all of these brain rots that generate fake money, and you collect all the money so you can buy more. It's just like a collection thing.
It's a clicker?
It's a time-wasting collection of thing.
A lot of these games are basically like idle games with a little bit more going on. The K-pop Demon Hunters Tycoon game, another Fortnite fan-made game my kids are playing, is basically just an idle game. I watched them. I was like, what are you guys doing? Because they had spent 10 minutes straight just punching a box that was spurting out money. And I was like, I can't judge. I've played a lot of idle clicker games. So I get it.
I get it, right? And I know just like most of this slop, it will pass, right? Like the time is running out on this for sure. I go, look, like you play Fortnite. You've been playing Rocket League and Fortnite for like 5 years. Those are the things you come back to. I promise you in 6 months, you're going to be like, oh, right, I did play that brain rot game.
In 30 years, you're going to have like a synapse spark and like, wait, did I play that game? And you're going to try to find it and it's not going to be anywhere because it's not worth preserving and shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your brain will decide to delete it to make space for other stuff. So, that's the Henry Halfhead. He played for like 2 hours. He loved it. He's like, this is great. This is so much fun. It brought a lot of like the Donut County, memories to him that he really loved. And I think that game's cute and very cool. And Voyagers is great as well. I just, I bring all these up because he put them on a shelf to go back to this goddamn brain rot game. And if you're a parent, you probably know what it's about. But holy shit, I just can't wait till this one passes because this one hurts. This one's scraping at the wounds here a little bit.
What do you guys back? Jan, Mike, Dan. What do you guys think? Tung Sahar is?
I'm gonna say it. It feels racist in the mouth.
There's
it's got racist mouthfeel, yeah.
It definitely has racist mouthfeel, and probably there could be something there. But it originated from Indonesian Malaysian culture, so they're part of the brain rot community. Absolutely. It is. I think it's a piece of wood with arms and legs that carries a baseball bat.
Yeah, there's so many weird, like the brain rot. It's weird how the brain rot stuff turned into like statues. Where, like these are characters now.
Ballerina Cappuccino. Or
Ballerina Cappuccino.
Like, there is a literal one that's a 6'7".
Yep.
He's just walking around like, I'm a 6, I'm a 7. Hey, how you doing?
Yep. I'm gonna go live in the woods.
You do.
Yeah, that's what they want, Dan. So you're seeding this culture to them. That's what they want.
Yeah,
the old man to go away.
It's true. That is true. I mean, look, I think it's mostly harmless. I get it. Just like you said, Grub, we were into pretty dumb shit at that age also.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yeah, your parents certainly never felt this way about the things you like.
My dad loved Ren and Stimpy. My dad watched it with me. Ren and Stimpy was
and I love SpongeBob. Like,
and fucking, Gravity Falls is amazing. There's a lot of good stuff there, for sure. There is.
Yeah. Right, but Pogs. Yeah.
So I was about to say Pogs, too.
Do not besmirch Pogs.
I'll never besmirch Pogs, baby.
If your memories of Pogs are deleted and Pogs showed up right now as only a thing Dib and kids like that were into, you would hate Pogs.
That seems like a fun thing to do at recess.
I will just say this: for the vast majority of the brain rot shit is bad. I do think 6'7" is not the worst. I kind of, in a way, think it's all right.
It's so stupid that it's fun. Yeah.
Right. But here's the thing. Rich in the chat was like, 6'7" is no worse than what's up. And Rich is right.
Yep, that's wild. That's
quoting Ace Ventura, right?
No, that's the Budweiser commercial.
That's the frogs,
but I'm like, similarly, like that's what we were all doing, right? Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, that's the truth. So I get it.
Also, all the homophobic things we used to just say constantly in the schoolyard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're better about that now. Yeah.
Well, I've heard some youth still saying certain words. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And they brought back the R word. We got rid of that one, and like everyone's like, we miss it. What the hell?
I mean,
miss it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it feels like the youth are in a completely different world, if not a completely different galaxy. Just like Mike Minotti, you have been on a different galaxy by playing Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the all-time great games, and it still is that. And the graphical improvements are more than I was expecting. The game looks very sharp most of the time. Like every once in a while, you'll see Captain Toad, and he kind of looks like a GameCube character suddenly. Like his mouth is just a texture, kind of a thing. Like, oh, that part looks old, but everything else actually still looks super spiffy. The resolution is really sharp. The colors are popping. So the porting job, whatever they did, looks fantastic. Just using the gyro controls is more than adequate instead of the pointer. I haven't had an issue with it at all. It was amazing when I was using the Pro Controller, and it works just about as well when I'm just doing the game in handheld mode. Even when I'm doing the Yoshi stuff, you have to kind of aim somewhat precisely with that pointer while you're platforming. I have not had a problem with that at all. It is interesting playing this game because, like, outside of the levels, I think a lot of the stuff just isn't as good as it is in Galaxy 1. Not that I'm coming to a Mario game for story, but it's more like the presentation. Like, Galaxy 1 opens with this surprisingly epic and just sort of well-framed opening cutscene. And here it's like, it's a storybook with, text, and it just feels cheaper. Spaceship Mario isn't nearly as good of a hub world as the Observatory from 1. But the thing is, that stuff matters. It doesn't matter that much. Certainly not as much as level design and mechanics. And Galaxy 2 is just so freaking amazing at that stuff. The levels are all so freaking interesting and fun and constantly introducing new ideas and new themes. It's just an absolute blast to jump through all of them. The physics feel perfect. When you have those weird gravity moments with little planetoids, you're jumping between them. It's awesome. Some of the best power-up, probably like my favorite suite of power-ups in any Mario game, between the bee suit and the cloud suit and like the rock rolling Mario and all that stuff. And then Yoshi in this game, one of the best implementations of Yoshi that we've had. Super fun. So yeah, Galaxy 2 is still that game, and this seems like a fantastic kind of upgraded port of it.
I've had to stop myself because I have not played Galaxy 2 since I think it came out. And I remember at the time thinking yeah, this is the best 3D platform of all time. I think this is a little bit better than Galaxy, which was my previous best ever. Mm-hmm. So I got 1 star in this just to kind of see how it looks and everything to kind of whet the appetite. And it's all right, maybe that's a holiday thing. Maybe that's, once I'm done with some other stuff, I'm very, very excited to go back to that.
Same. So I'm happy to hear it controls so well. That's good.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Chat says, interesting question. Hey, is every mainline Mario game now on Switch? And I think it might be.
Wait, is Sunshine on?
So, okay.
Yeah, it's in 3D All-Stars.
So, Dan,
okay.
Look, I know maybe you don't consider them,
I'll
but
just do it real quick. I know it. It's 1, 2, 3, World 2, 64, Sunshine, Galaxy 2, Odyssey. Yes.
All right,
They're
shut
all
up. Yeah, so 3D Land and Super Mario Land 2 aren't on there yet. And yes, we also have 3D World, which is still the weirdest one, Dan, that you don't consider that one. Did you see the museum put up a wall with all the mainline Mario games and there's no Yoshi's Island? How interesting.
Wait, did it say, what was the phrasing on it? Send me a link.
I don't remember.
Were you the one that posted this, Dan?
I believe it said mainline, only mainline Mario
No,
games.
I pointed out that Yoshi's Island was on the Yoshi wall.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
okay.
Is that what you're referring to?
No, there's a new one. I'll find it for you later. But yeah, so whatever you want to call them, of the 3D of the Mario platformer games, which somehow isn't enough of a description to be mainline for Dan. It's just Mario Land 2, which will be... Is that somehow still... That can't be right. Is that not on NSO? No, that has to be. What am I saying?
I figure it's got to be.
Which one?
No, Land 2. It is. It's just 3D Land. It's just 3D Land, actually, which I don't even know if they bother with that one, honestly. I'm not sure if we get that one.
You're saying the Game Boy ones. So those aren't mainline, but yeah.
Mike, you can just talk to me.
Yeah, thank you.
3D Land, I think they'll redo that at some point. Because you can't just put that out in HD. It would look fucking bad. So they're gonna give it some extra love.
I'm sure it could get away with not being 3D, but you gotta kind of replace that with something. I don't know.
The 3D was important. Yeah, but it's they can figure something out there. But it looks pretty barren when you play it on an emulator now. So hopefully they do something there, but they'll do it at some point, I think.
I forget. In Galaxy 2, how many different suits and stuff does Mario get?
There's a lot, because I sometimes forget which ones were brand new for 2, but
B was in the first one.
Yep. What about Cloud? Was Cloud in the first one?
Cloud was 2. Cloud was just awesome.
2, yeah. Cloud is the best. Right. Cloud is the best Mario costume we've ever had, the way it looks and the mechanics of it are so freaking good. I think Boulder Mario might have been new for 2. I like Boulder Mario. Right. You have fire, you have ice as well. You have the spring also. You have that cherry that creates the copy of you.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all sorts of good stuff. Yeah.
Mario continues to wear a bunch of different hats, but I'm more interested in the hat that you're wearing, Mike Minotti, because you have been celebrating Golf Week like no one else. You're still wearing the Golf Week clothes that you can get at store.giantbomb.com, but you have also been playing a couple other golf games that you'd like to talk about.
Yeah, Josh, tomorrow to kick Golf Week off, I dug into a bunch of them, starting with Pebble Beach Golf Leagues on the Sega Saturn, which was originally a 3DO game. And yeah, that's really the vibe here. Don't think early 3D polygons. Think we're using digitized sprites and FMV cut-ins on some 3D levels. But boy, the vibe is actually really neat. It's Craig Stadler is this character who just keeps popping up and talking to you, and he doesn't have a lot of charisma, which is why it's amazing whenever he's saying lines. It's actually hilarious. He has become my favorite golfer ever now. I'm obsessed with the Walrus, and yes, that is his nickname. But this is actually a good game, and I love that it is just Pebble Beach, this one renowned golf course, and before every hole, they actually show you a video of it with Craig Stadler talking about it and literally offering you actual advice on how you should play this hole, which, applies to the game, but would also apply if you were actually playing golf there.
And this is the virtual highlight engine. So
this is the virtual highlight engine. So it's made for, digitized sprites on 3D worlds.
The best is I caught a glimpse of it, and it's like the shakiest fucking helicopter cam.
Yeah,
that goes over.
That's what I was saying yesterday.
I didn't hear that. That is so funny to me. Like, just these lengths at which they had to go to just get an aerial shot of a single golf hole, where now it's just some putts with a fucking drone.
The one thing I was struggling with was the power meter was just difficult to read. It was in 5 segments. So it was hard to tell where 50% was, really. And I don't know. I just felt like I was constantly undershooting or overshooting. If I played it more, I'd get a feel for it. This is a kind of golf game that could only have existed in this 1, 2, or 3 year window there in the history of video game graphics. So I'm glad we got it. It was a fun treat. But we actually got a couple of indie developers reached out and wanted to help us celebrate Golf Week with some of their games. So I checked those out on Mega Man last night, so you can catch that stream. First one was called Golfin' It, and this one is it's a little bit of that Game Boy Color Mario style. One thing it reminded me of, and I mean this parentheses positive, is the Flash golf games I used to play in high school, right?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm nostalgic for those. Yes.
Like I said, it's easy to play on mouse and keyboards. It's very fast pace, it's classic golf stuff with, click once for power, click again for accuracy. There's a few other extra things happening. There's turtles on the golf course, and if you land near their radius, they'll just sort of hit your ball. So that could really mess you up. There are portals, and if you go in a portal, maybe it'll get you closer, but maybe it'll get you further away. You can also buy upgrades with sort of the experience points you earn through playing. Things like, you can use this ball one time that just won't bounce at all, or another ball that will always bounce in the direction of the pin. So stuff like that.
Cool.
So it's Golfin' It, GOLFINITE. Then also checked out Super Video Golf. Now, this is what a Sega Saturn golf game would have looked like if it was Virtua Golf, right? Early 3D polygons kind of a thing. It's the golf game we didn't get then. So I always love that low poly look. So this has that in spades. And then again, just very classic golf mechanics on top of all of that. It has everything you kind of want with, again, classic swing controls, stuff like that. It just, had a very good vibe, very good music. It had a little bit of that Craig Stadler energy, honestly.
It looked cool.
Yeah. You have the bad voice lines, right, with the low quality audio. So it's the lo-fi video golf. Very cool vibe. Super good. Again, that's called Super Video Golf. So another very good indie golf game to check out. This one has a lot of online stuff, like online tournaments or play with people
that's cool.
Locally, things like that.
I did try that Beavis and Butthead mini golf game from 1998 to see if it would be worthy of Golf Week. That game sucks. It's so bad.
Buttholes Ahoy, or what's it called?
It's a bung hole in one.
That's right. That's right.
Are you sure it's
The
bad?
best thing about that game by far is the name.
a good name.
It's just like, what if mini golf was happening in the Beavis and Butthead world? But Beavis and Butthead, you don't like see them on the course. You're like, it's one of those ones where you click on the ball, pull away from it, and then it kind of flings forward. Like I like that mechanic, but it's just such a bare bones, basic nothing game that really isn't worth the time. That's the new golf game I played. I played some Neo Turf Masters and stuff like that before. Everyone knows that rules.
Yeah, I checked out some of that stream. Neo Turf Masters does rule. I mean, it's funny because it has some of that similar energy to Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
Which is, instead of like digitized actors, it's mocapped, really high quality sprite work, I think.
Yeah.
It just still looks so freaking good. The music is amazing. That's probably my favorite golf game ever. I love it.
It really holds up. It's fantastic.
We are continuing the golf week celebrations, and for those folks out there that may have heard the Game Informer ad that played during the break, we're gonna go play against Game Informer tomorrow. That's right. I believe Dan and Grubb are going against the Vans. That's right. Van Allen and Van Aken. We're going against them in everybody's golf. Right? That's the
Everybody's golf hot shots.
I think Van Aken might be traveling, but I've been talking to Van Allen about it, and if he's not,
as long as there's one van, otherwise I'm out.
We will have a van and another Game Informer out of there that we will go.
All right.
Okay. All right.
We've been undefeated against Kind of Funny. I think it's about time to be undefeated against another outlet.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, all the other outlets out there, you're on watch. Get on watch.
Mm-hmm.
We're all coming for you. That's right.
That's right.
We're getting out of the cum gutters, and we're going to go dominate in video games across the board.
Store.giantbomb.com.
We sell cum gutters?
No.
Well, I was I was going to say I'm ready to party with Game Informer, but before that, I want to hear about a party that we had last Friday. Lego party. Holy smokes, gang. Imagine if a party game was good. I do
I want to
too.
play it again real bad. It's so fun.
Really badly. This game was really fun, actually.
We played it and loved it, and then I said at the end, I said, because I think it was that Friday, because my sister, her husband, and their daughter, my niece, were on the way up here, driving up from Kansas when we were playing Lego Party, and I told you that okay, the real test is going to be, because Mario Party has always been a game that can appeal to people if they don't really play a lot of games or whatever. The types that you play Mario Party twice a year at holidays or whatever, and that's your thing, is Mario Party. And for my sister Katie, that is her game. She would play Mario Party with me and Kayla growing up and stuff, but they've got it switched. They don't play a whole lot. Her husband plays some Call of Duty every once in a while. Not really gamers by any stretch. And I brought it up to them that night. I was like, hey, would you guys be up for changing it up a little bit tonight and playing this new Lego Party game? And Katie told me later that when I said that, she was skeptical because she was like, I don't really care about Legos. I don't really do Lego stuff. Mario Party's our thing. Let's just play that. They finished the first game, absolutely loved it, and we're like, that is better than Mario Party. Can we do another game right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
It
is, and I will say it is better than Mario Party. Absolutely.
It's frustrating how much better it is. They make 50 Mario Parties. They couldn't have thought of a single one of the 100 improvements to the formula that Lego Party has introduced here. It's just so much snappier.
I feel like on the outside, where I'm at, we've been saying this for a long time. So
about Lego Party?
No, just about how piss poor of an experience Mario Party is. And yes,
I'm not going to go that far.
all of these quality of life things that are so
obvious.
Simple and obvious.
Let me run down a few here of clear improvements and tweaks to Mario Party that I noticed. And I've only played 3 games of it now, and there's maps I haven't played. I want to play a lot more. All right, so mini game placement determines turn order.
Yep.
So, which is so smart, because let's say it's a thing where me and Grubb are both 2 or 3 spaces away from the golden brick, which is the star. That adds so many stakes to the mini game itself.
That rules.
I need to win, so I roll first. Holy shit, that alone changes a lot. That's incredible. They've got these, the 2v2 stuff. It would happen in Mario Party if 2 were on blue and 2 were on red. Here, it's specific brick battle squares that you land on, and it puts you in a 2v2 match, and the winning team gets a golden brick each. So immediate stakes on that. So you get to a brick battle. It randomly puts you like, all right, Jan, me and you, we got to get this. And there's a star on the line. It's not just 10 bullshit coins or whatever. It's like a real thing. At the end of mini games, this is a very minor one, but I appreciate it. Like it'll show the score. Let's say, it's just something where you got to shoot X number of whatever. The score shows up, but then like in the waning seconds, like the last 5 or 10 seconds, it fades away. So there's that element of like who won until it does the like the final thing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the boards themselves shift, like the way they use Legos in this game is so fucking good because like you'll do the theme park course, and there's like the starting area and then like the central fountain thing that you go around. But then when you go to the corners, you get to build one. So you can build like the new land. So it's like, do I want to do horror land, like a haunted house themed section of this board, or do I want to build extreme land? And that's a whole different thing. So each time you play, even like the theme park world, that's going to be different. It does like these risky free bricks you can get there where it's like, okay, I can go to the water park land. And if I can climb up this whole thing and avoid all 6 of these, water slide things that'll send me down chutes and ladder style to the beginning, I will get a free golden brick that I don't have to pay for. I went to the extreme land and it was a totally different thing with the free brick where it's like, it is a series as you progress through it of like, you have to do like, okay, like a bike stunt or whatever. And you have to like, it's a timing thing. And then at the last one, you get a monster truck and the golden brick is inside a flaming like hoop. And you have to like ramp the monster truck in. And if you fuck up the timing, you don't get the golden brick. It was all for naught. So that stuff is super good. It is way snappier pacing. Mm-hmm. Everything just moves along faster. There are a couple shops, but like it is not the constant fucking Mario Party thing of like,
right, well,
I could roll 8 and run into 3 shops and have to like, fucking shut up, Koopa. I don't want to buy anything,
Yeah, it's just like the way like it does like a solo mini game where in Mario Party it just stops. You talk to NPC, it loads into a thing. Here, it just all happens on the board. As you're going along, your character just quickly looks at the mini game. It's usually like 1 or 2 button presses, so it doesn't take forever, and then you just move on with your turn. It happens so fast.
That's a great point. In Mario Party, it happens a lot where you land on a solo one, and okay, we're gonna fade to the roulette to decide what single player game we do. Okay, it lands on this. Fade to the practice thing. Okay, and like everyone's just watching. Okay, fade to the actual thing, and then you gotta like pick your fucking glove item or whatever. Fade back. Like it's just like so much bullshit. And here, Mike, like you said, you can go to like an archery thing in the fantasy land or whatever, and it's just like, okay, hit A twice to try to get the higher number and then move along. Like it's just so much snappier.
It's so much better, so demonstrably better that Lego is inadvertently jeopardizing its licenses with Nintendo. That is what's happening.
Yeah,
what's happening?
Here's what they do.
They said they're going to do a Switch 2 upgrade when they get dev kits. Maybe they won't get dev kits.
Well, here's what they do, right? They've done Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars, do Lego Mario Party.
Yeah. That would be fucking awesome. Give them the series. Let them do this.
To them.
Like, seriously, the Lego Nintendo sets are fucking great. I love those.
That's funny.
It's cross-play. So, like, my sister, Katie and her husband can play on Switch while Kayla plays on PS5 and I play on PC. It's $40. It's cheaper. Like, it focuses on, all anyone wants to do in these fucking games is play the core board game mode. Mm-hmm. And the recent Mario Parties, outside of Superstars, which was like a greatest hits, it just packs it with all these fucking side modes no one gives a shit about, where it's like, oh, me and Jan are, on a Koopa delivery service thing, and we got to fly around with motion flappy things to deliver toads or something. Like, things you'll play once and be like, what the fuck is this? And, like, put the resources into making the fucking board game experience better. Yeah. And that's what this game is it's just the fucking board game experience. And then you're getting player XP levels up. You're getting a park, a board levels up, and getting, like, fun Lego minifig customizable stuff. I made, like, before they all got in town, I made all of us, like, Lego minifig versions. So it's fun to be able to, like, just be little versions, Lego versions of yourselves. If aliens came down tomorrow and said, like, we come to party, like, I'm going to fucking Lego Party way before Mario Party. It's just objectively fucking
You're not going to party rock?
Like NFL... Oh, you might need a party rock.
You're not going to party rock? You're just going to go straight to Lego?
Apologize for it.
Yeah, that's always a good joke.
It feels like NFL 2K, so Nintendo's going to go out and get the exclusive license to partying and not actually do this anymore.
They're going to
the mini games themselves are so good too. Like, they're all very intuitive. They aren't too complicated. None of them are super chance based, which I came across. Or some. It always feels like you're playing a game.
This is way more I jokingly said for so many years Mario Party is a game of skill. There's so much bullshit luck in there. This is just like there's no bullshit stars at the end. I know you can turn this stuff off in Mario Party and everything, but there's always bullshit in Mario Party. It's like you just land on a block and you got a star for no reason. This one, like you kind of earn your shit in this. And some of these mini games, like Mike said, like very tall race. I don't know if you like, it was the funniest fucking thing. I don't know if you guys have played that one where you're on this like tall unicycle and you have to have like a race against each other. And it's just like this incredible like balancing game you have to do.
Fun.
Museum Mayhem is this fun one where you like, it's like a 4-square thing where you each have, it's like a 2x2 grid and like everyone's guarding their own Lego vase. And there's like a big ball bouncing around. And it's just very much that like kind of like, air hockey. Have you ever done one of those like 4-player air hockey tables?
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's like I'm trying to like knock this ball to break your vase behind you and everything. There's a trivia game where you're like identifying Lego versions of famous art. So it's like a Lego version of Starry Night, and you're doing like a multiple choice thing on like what this thing is. It's
cool.
Wow.
It's so fucking good. I can't like I feel like when we played it at SGF, it was just kind of like we're all just looking around like this is really good. What the hell? Then we played it on Friday. Had a blast.
Yep, immediate winner.
Then played with family. It's like this is our new thing. We're like they're buying it on Switch.
We need to play it again next week. I know this is golf week, so I'll give me time, but I need to play this game again.
Yeah, fun reason to do it. Yeah.
I'm like desperately talking my brothers into getting it so I can play it with them more. I just want to play more Lego Party.
Yeah, maybe we'll
see. I don't know if it changes based on what map you're on, but I did see there is a 24-turn option that was estimated at 3 hours. So
that's a party.
I honestly think that would be a lot of fun because there's so many things we didn't get to do because like we didn't get to do any of those 2 versus 2 things because we didn't have enough time to land on that, and those are so high stakes. They're pretty rare. Like, I want to see everything in this game.
I haven't seen their version of Chance Time, like on the Chance Time used to be a thing in Mario Party, and that was the ultimate bullshit thing. Here, it's just the last turn. The shops are turned into like Chance Time squares, and like that can change things.
Right, and even like the Boo equivalent, like the thieves, they don't show up right away, right? That seems
the banana thief guys, they just kind of like these banana dudes show up in speedboats like halfway through the game.
They're so cool.
Yeah, we're like calling a bunch of fucking monkeys from an airplane to beat the shit out of you. Like, it's great.
Maybe we should also invite another party aficionado to the Lego Party.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
party.
for sure.
Did Bianca like it?
Yes.
What? Yes. Really?
She actively despises Mario Party.
Yeah.
Like, anytime it's like a family thing, and it's like we don't have the full group or whatever, and it's like, listen, the kid is like 16 months old. We need a fourth. She's like, I will do it. I will not enjoy this. I will do the family thing. But like, she had fun with this one.
Wow.
Like,
okay, that says a
one
lot.
can win over people that like actively hate Mario Party.
All right, good news for Lego Party.
Wild. I did the Ninjago level, which that's totally different than the theme park one, where it's like you're going to these, you have these fights against these giant Ninjago dragons and stuff with like timing based things where you beat the shit out of them and get a brick.
I hope they can get like, some of those classic Lego licensed stuff involved. Like when they did Dimensions, I would love it if there was like a Back to the Future level or a Batman level, things like that. That'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool. Lego Party devs, if you're out there, I know you have a lot of work because you're trying to get the Switch 2 up and running. For me, your friend Jan, can you add Bionicles? Please?
Oh, you're going to pay for that one.
I'll do it.
See, I posted about this being better than Mario Party, and one of the devs did repost me saying, this is the most professional validation I've ever had in my entire life.
I love it. Let's fucking go.
It's tremendous. It's tremendous. It's going to be my go-to, and I hope they make 20 more of these.
Yep.
That may be the best news that I've heard all day. Jeff Grubb, I challenge you to deliver some more.
No good news. Are you kidding me?
Poop.
All right, let's do this. Let's start here. Did you guys see this thing that Nintendo dropped? A weird video, a short film. Nintendo posted mysterious Close to You animated short film this morning. A Nintendo clip titled Close to You shows a baby chasing a floating pacifier around a bedroom. It's like a 3D CGI animated thing. Nintendo has offered no further details, simply posting the video with the title. The video depicts a mother leaving her baby with a pacifier, after which the baby's toys begin moving on their own. The pacifier then floats out of the baby's mouth, leading to the baby chasing it around the room. The mother re-enters, seemingly surprised by the baby's first steps, because the baby got up to get the pacifier, and hugs the baby. The Nintendo logo appears, and the video ends without explanation. Online speculation suggests the music is very similar to Pikmin. You know what? The first couple of notes of that song sound exactly like the Pikmin music, but then it goes in a different direction. So it's like, are my ears playing a trick on me? There is another moment in the trailer where the camera's focused on the baby, and the baby's chasing some of its toys that's moving around, maybe the pacifier. And underneath its crib, a small, blurry red object is moving that maybe could be a Pikmin. Even if it is, what do you guys think this trailer is trying to accomplish here?
It's so weird because
not trailer, video, short film.
Yeah, I mean that's what it looks like, a CG short, like something from an Illumination or maybe.
Yeah, it seems like something that would play before the Mario movie next year. Yeah,
right. Like that is this doesn't look like anything Nintendo has done before. But like, if I would initially think this is just related to, they have that Mario line of basically baby toys and baby stuff coming out. But again, like the quality of this seems surprisingly high, and nothing in here says Mario. It's just this pacifier kind of moving around on its own. Like maybe there isn't a new Pikmin type that's an invisible Pikmin, and that's moving the pacifier around.
This doesn't look like Pikmin to me. This is my first time. I'm just watching right now.
The art style has nothing Pikmin-y about it. Now,
right, well, go to 1 minute and 39 seconds and see that thing moving under the crib.
Okay.
There's something there, but it's
that is a tiny little. That's intentional.
What are we doing?
I mean, it could be like the teaser for the Pikmin movie from Illumination, right? And
it could be.
like that. That's like my best
that
guess.
Would be cool. I think
that would be
that
my
tracks.
best guess, right?
I mean, even if it's like Pikmin shorts before the Mario movie, that eventually leads to a Pikmin movie down the road. There's some other speculation. People think that baby could be Rosalina because of her eye color, and what else was written here because of its mama storyline in the game. I think that's a stretch, but I don't know.
Well,
I really don't know. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
I mean, the baby's wearing blue, right? Like that spacey blue, like Rosalina, and the blonde hair. You know what? I like this theory actually immediately.
Luma,
now that
maybe there's a Luma over there or something like that.
Okay,
I think this is a rose. Oh gosh, and the mobile has stars on it. I actually immediately think that this is just related to the Mario Galaxy movie, and that this is a Rosalina origin. Actually,
okay. Chat says, again, it's just a chat thing, not verified here, says, Miyamoto has said that Pikmin are always, quote, close to you in the world, and the Pikmin Bloom app says that humans can't see Pikmin.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was something like that. Okay, so a lot of possibilities here, but this is weird.
It's weird. They don't do this.
Give no explanation.
I like this. This feels like it's weird, like Kojima tease of just Moby Dick Studios. What's this fucking thing?
It's very bizarre.
I like it. All right, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, Nintendo's name pops up. I feel like if Illumination was very involved, they would have their credit on there. I don't see Illumination.
It's pretty obvious though.
Yeah. And Nintendo did acquire a 3D video production team and they called it Nintendo Video in the last couple of years. So I don't know. Either way, I'm fascinated by this. Listen, if it's something new with Pikmin, even if it's a Pikmin movie, Pikmin show, anything, I will be very excited. I love Pikmin, and I'll take it. I would love a new Pikmin game, though.
They should just make the Pikmin into minions.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they're going to work with Illumination, just have the Minion team do a Pikmin movie. I bet that would be a lot of fun.
Don't ruin Pikmin.
Pikmin were doing that shtick long before the Minions existed, so they can.
Pikmin didn't have a shtick; they were real.
They were pure.
Yeah, they're very honest.
All right. Months after delay, Bungie's Marathon is returning to testing. Bungie's Shooter Marathon is set to return to closed beta testing between October 22nd and October 27th, nearly 4 months after its initial delay. This NDA protected playtest aims to evaluate improvements made since the alpha. Does feel like, and they say it's like a big important checkpoint. Feels like this is going to be the moment where it's like, okay, can we actually release this game by March? And it'll all be decided by how people respond to it. Now, let me ask you guys, any interest into seeing how Marathon looks at this point? Or is this one of those ones where I'll just wait till it's out?
I mean, it's an academic interest because we've heard pretty quickly that people didn't like Marathon when it was last testing, and that seemed to kind of, put the game in this weird place. I'm just curious if I don't think I'm going to like the game almost no matter what. I tried it. I think I just don't like extraction shooters, actually. Who knows? But there are a lot of people who do, and I'm curious if this wins over more of them, if this does find some positivity, or if this marathon is just going to continue to sort of drown in this negative space it's been occupying for so long now.
Yep. Yeah, we've talked a bunch about Marathon, so there's not much else to say here. But, that is a game that apparently they still want to get out by March, by the end of the fiscal year. If it doesn't make that window, if this goes poorly again, do you think it could be as bad as pulling the plug on it? Like,
they can't, right? They can't.
I feel like they can. I think you're right. I feel like they can. I don't know, though. We'll see.
I don't know.
Metal Hellsinger Studio closed as part of Funcom cuts. Funcom has closed The Outsiders, the developer of Metal Hellsinger, as part of company-wide layoffs. Founder David Goldfarb, shouts out to David Goldfarb, he's a cool dude, announced the closure, noting that the studio acquired by Funcom 3 years prior had survived a previous near-death experience that led to the creation of Metal Hellsinger. He says there was a lot of camaraderie there at the studio. They're going to try to do something to maybe save the essence of the studio. I didn't fully follow what he meant, but it sounds like they're going to try to continue in some way, whether that's building a new team off to the side with a lot of the same people or not. We'll see. I never played Metal Hellsinger. It seemed like the right
cool.
idea. Right? Yeah, it seemed like hey,
It was good.
try an idea, do something different from everyone else, and stand out. And they did that, and it seemed like a lot of people did actually pick up on it and enjoy it. The game was well reviewed, so. Yeah, it's a shame. I bet, though, it's okay, we reached a certain level of success, and we want to see this level of success, so just get out of here. That's the story of gaming right now. Red Dead Redemption 2's PS5, Xbox Series, and Switch 2 versions are still happening. That's according to Nate the Hate. That sounds about right to me, because Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS4 and Xbox One, that version is the version that you could still get on modern consoles, and it's still locked to 30 frames per second. So it's they will probably unleash that game in some new way here pretty soon, probably just with an update. But yeah, then they release it on Switch 2, which is a 2018 game. That will make sense. I don't know if I'm going to replay it here. If I replay that game, I'll try it on PC with some mods. But yeah, they're going to have Grand Theft Auto 6 next year. So do you think this comes out much sooner than that, as to not distract from it?
Maybe a January, February thing. That would make sense. Because the game still continues to sell pretty well, actually, even still. So yeah, these updates will give it some juice. They definitely can use some performance boosts. Yeah, I'd be curious. I'm really curious to see how this game looks on Switch too, because sometimes it is just a matter of how much work you put into it. And we've seen with the GTA trilogy, sometimes even a company as big as Take-Two just won't put that much work into it. So I hope they do a good job here.
Yep. Mina the Hollower delayed. Yacht Club Games has announced a delay for Mina the Hollower. This is the Shovel Knight team. They were going to release this game on Halloween, October 31st. They are now releasing it on unspecified date. They've not given a date, but they did say that they will tell everybody the date once they submit the game to platform. So they're trying to suggest here, it is in a quote unquote indefinite delay in that it's not being defined. But it's not we're taking this thing down and we don't know when we're going to put it back out. They just want to make sure that it's really finished, really polished, and actually submit it to platforms ready to go. And then they'll talk about it again. So we're probably talking about a month or two, probably still before the end of this year.
I hope so. I have it in Fantasy Critic. I'm sure they wanted to hit Halloween. It's it's a fitting release date for a game that has some spooky vibes like this. But it can also probably add pressure to feel like you have to hit this date, and maybe you're rushing through certain things that you'd rather take your time on and make sure are really good. We've seen a lot of games now. Silksong, Hades 2, the biggest indie games you can imagine. They don't tell you their release date until it's a week or two out, until they are super certain on that stuff anymore.
That's what just happened with Power Wash Simulator. They just announced for a couple weeks from now.
I think that's the path now. I think they're all why bother setting up a release date that we might miss, probably will miss these days. Let's just wait until we really know. Because they announced this date a bit ago. So it's a bit of a bummer, but it's probably the right thing for this game, almost certainly.
Yeah, now that you guys talk that out, it's oh yeah, that's probably exactly what these other companies did. They submitted it to platforms, got the approval, and oh, okay, now we know. 2 weeks from now, this game's coming out. So yeah, we'll probably get exactly the same thing with Mina. Last week after the show, Xbox raised the price of Game Pass. A Game Pass Ultimate will now cost $30 a month instead of $20 a month. There's a whole bunch of caveats. It's going to be double the price in some territories. It's going to be, it's not going to have all the features that it once had on like the middle tier. You no longer get Call of Duty eventually added to the library, but whatever. The big highlight here is everything's getting more expensive. They are no longer trying to find new users. They're trying to make more money from the same users. There was kind of seemed like a rush to cancel this thing. I said I would. I still have not. I need to do that because I'm just not using this at all, really. This is overall kind of part of, hey, what's going on with Xbox? Like, how serious are they about anything that's not Call of Duty or Minecraft or a handful of other things? And it feels like, they got to justify what all the money they've spent, and that comes back to we need to increase prices. And of course, there's tariffs and all these other things. But I don't know. Other companies are finding creative ways or working hard to keep prices down, and Microsoft does not seem interested in doing that. How are we feeling about Game Pass?
It's rough at that price. Even though Game Pass had a pretty good year when it comes to releases, even though Microsoft themselves don't have much. I mean, Game Pass had Expedition 33. They had Silksong. They had a lot of the biggest games this year. Feels like it should be able to ride this momentum. It just feels like, well, maybe it's never going to work out then. I don't know what you could possibly do to make Game Pass work for you as a business plan, aside from just constantly raising the price to, they didn't just go from 20 to 5 or, 20 to 25. They went from 20 to 30, a huge 50% increase. It's almost just, it's almost insulting that they would just immediately jump at that high.
Yeah.
They get so clear and naked that they are just going after that 10% of their fan base that will show up no matter what they do. They are hurting that brand so bad right now. I have, even like some of the normies in my life are like, boy, Xbox is done, huh? Like, that's becoming the narrative. It just feels like they are spiraling out of control. And even in an industry that has a pretty short memory with these things, right? We've seen other brands be at low points and then climb to new heights again. It's so hard to imagine how Xbox gets out of this quagmire.
But the
Don't
thing
you
is,
remember? Go ahead, Jen.
Well, just real quick. But the thing is, it doesn't feel like they're making any active or positive steps to get out of the quagmire. It's not like they switched to their sand wedge.
No, Golf Week.
Store.giantbomb.com. Everybody.
Is that the name of the thing?
That is one of the clubs.
Yeah.
Sandwich is a club. Yes, I think you're exactly
the Open Face Club, the Sand Wedge.
Oh, yeah.
Open Face Club,
God.
Sand.
Well, just real quick, with every new thing I see anyone from Xbox saying, it's like it just kind of it's beyond swiping or sweeping the problem under the rug, because like the rug is like just full of coffee stains. And like
taking a shit on the rug.
Exactly. Yeah, they're actively doing it. And like, what are y'all even thinking about doing? Scout, I know you're worked up as well.
It's a shit rug, a shrug.
That's right. That's what a shit rug is called. I think what happened is they had a bunch of ideas to try. They tried them all, and the whole time there's someone kind of behind them being like, hey, when's this thing going to really start popping off and making real money? And they're like, well, once we really get Game Pass going. And it's like,
once
okay,
we have Starfields are going to be our big hits.
Once we have Starfield, yes, once this happens, what's that? And then all these things happened, nothing really changed. I'm not saying these things weren't successful or people didn't like them. A lot of that stuff did happen. But as far as the people standing behind Phil Spencer were concerned, this thing is not really changing its stripes at all. It is still kind of the business it has always been. And even if it's growing, it's not growing the way that we're seeing some spaces grow, like AI. And so they tried everything, and they are basically out of excuses. And now they have to sort of give in and turn into the thing that the people standing behind them wanted it to be, which is pump out only the most popular things going forward, cut a lot of cost, cut a lot of studios that aren't making Call of Duty, and we'll just kind of go from there. So it's like, yeah, it is kind of shitting the bed because they don't have any choices left in front of them, really. And that's a lot of that is just the way that the industry's growing and not selling a lot of consoles. But whatever, they should have more answers to this, and they just don't.
I remember when, like, don't you remember, right? When this really started to take shape in a way where everyone was like, whoa, this seems like the greatest value in games, right? Mm-hmm. The question was always, how can they continue to do this forever? That was the conversation when Game Pass really presented the most compelling case was, holy shit, there's no way this makes sense financially. What's the end game? I'll gladly pay you now for this because it seems like I'm getting a tremendous deal and you're the ones getting fucked over. I guess this, but like, so to me, with that, information not leaving my mind, I'm not surprised, right? Like,
I think the other shoe dropped, right? It's like the whole idea is corner the market at the lower price, get everyone on board with this idea, and then eventually you raise the price because everyone's like, well, this is how I play games now, right. And that's like it worked for Netflix and Amazon Prime and all these other things.
Sure,
it didn't get big enough like those other ones did.
Well, and the miscalculation being there was never the opportunity to like parlay this into, profit was never realized in a meaningful way. Right.
Yeah. I feel
and that's the shoe dropping.
Yeah. I feel like back then it was either like, this is going to change the industry forever and how we buy games and play games, or this is too good to be true. And it's going to be on borrowed time. So.
Yeah, even if it like is making a profit, which they claim often that it does, I think that is a fancy math a lot of times. Like they aren't like really taking into consideration all the things that go into the cost of running something like this. Right. But even if it has clearly not grown the way that they wanted it to. There was that year that Phil Spencer and Satya Nadella both had their bonuses tied to Game Pass growth. Neither of them got those bonuses. They were expecting, I know, poor guys. They were expecting huge numbers, and it stalled out at around 30 million subscribers. And you compare that to Disney Plus, Netflix, maybe even Paramount Plus. Like it's probably not like all that great. And so it's like they want that growth. That's what they're looking for. The growth stopped, even if it's profitable, which again we don't know, but they say it is. But even if it is, it's not growing. That just told the whole story right there. They're like, okay, so now we're getting bored with this. Let's change our direction. And here we are. And so like what happens to this old business model now that it's no longer the shiny new thing, it is we got to sort of raise prices because we just need to make more money from it. And they're putting in Ubisoft Plus Classics, which everyone's been clamoring for. Please give us our Ubisoft Plus Classics is what the kids on the street are saying. And they put in Fortnite Crew. Is that what it's called? Fortnite Crew?
Yeah.
Battle Crew thing.
Yeah, the Battle Pass thing, or get V-Bucks and stuff like that. And yeah, for people who play Fortnite, like you're going to be able to do some math here, be like, oh, I'll get these games and I get Fortnite Crew. Maybe I'll play a Ubisoft game. Some people are going to be able to justify it, but most people, I think, are just going to see $30 and say, I'm out of here. And we're not done, right? The price doesn't stop here. It's going to be $40 a month in a couple of years.
Yep.
Like I thought they'd do like $2.50 per increase, right? Small 5% increases here or there. A 50% increase in one go is bananas. And it says, oh, we can just keep going up from here. Like $50 a month is probably not off the table within the next 10 years for this thing. And maybe that's longer than really it will take for them to get there. And then meanwhile, because of all this, there's a lot of like bad vibes around the Xbox brand. Some rumors began to spread that they are kind of changing their plans for doing a full-on Xbox next-gen thing. There's been some back and forth about this. Xbox did come out and point out, hey, we have a deal with AMD to make a system on a chip for our next hardware. We're still in this. Now, what exactly does that look like? Is it going to look a lot like a traditional Xbox? Well, the rumors for a long time have been, no, it's going to be a PC basically that has some Windows OS version on it that makes it feel like a console. I think that's still their focus, is make Windows-based Xboxes and change up the strategy in that way. But they claim that they're still making Xboxes going forward. I mean, we've talked about that a bunch of times, but I don't know. What do you guys even want or expect from the next Xbox?
I don't want anything.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they could possibly do to make it exciting anymore.
I mean, I don't know. I think they are a bit at a crossroads where it's like, the time to, I don't know. I always, and maybe this is just like an antiquated way to think anymore of like the combining of like their PC lane with the idea of owning a console, where it's like maybe Xbox is just an idea, let alone a thing you can turn on and off. I don't know, but it's certainly, especially as we end this generation, having this kind of negative momentum is not setting them up for anything.
Xbox's dedicated handheld, meanwhile, that thing that was rumored a long time ago, separate from the Asus Roger Ally Xbox X, whatever the fuck it's called, this is separate from that. There was rumors about why that was canceled, and it's because apparently AMD was like, "Hey, we'll make you this chip, but you have to guarantee you'll buy 10 million of them." And Xbox was like, "Oh, well, the Steam Deck's only sold 5 million. We're afraid to commit to that." Now, Jess Gordon's come out and said that the story's not true. He didn't say exactly what part of the story's not true, although I imagine it's this thing right here where it's like AMD demanded 10 million chips. That sounds not right to me because AMD has definitely made fewer chips for people before, but maybe something about this requires so much effort that I don't know. I mean, frankly, why wouldn't they just use something off the shelf like everything else does? Steam Deck, the Roger Ally, just use one of those and build your OS on top of that. None of that really sounds right to me, but whatever. For some reason, Xbox did put their dedicated handheld on hold, which again says to me they're going to focus on the OS. We'll see. That Roger, is that thing out yet, or is it about to be out?
Not yet.
About to be out
Soon, yeah.
Okay. And then last thing here, still Xbox, Virtuos is currently working on a remake of Halo Combat Evolved, according to a rumor. This is the team that did Metal Gear Solid Delta. They did something else recently. They did Oblivion with Xbox. And it sounds like they're going to do something similar here, where they're going to take the underlying tech of Halo Combat Evolved and then take the Unreal Engine 5 and apply that visual polish on top of that. And Virtuos has some experience with that. So it's not necessarily what I'm craving for, but I think this does give them a chance to maybe buy Halo some time, reintroduce it to people who might not be on board with that, and put it out on PlayStation and Switch, and sort of say, hey, like, do you care about Halo? Should we do another one of these, a new one of these, and put it out everywhere? But I don't know. It just really feels like Halo's time has passed. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I mean, it could always bounce back. They can't mess this one up though. This thing has to come out and be pretty pristine if they want to repair Halo's image. And that Oblivion remake was pretty good, but it was very heavy and it was not running great on a lot of platforms. And I don't think people are going to tolerate that again. Now, this should be an easier ask. This isn't some giant open world game like Oblivion is. It has open areas for sure. But yeah, they gotta nail this one. It can't look weird. It can't run weird. It's gotta basically be Halo 1, but much prettier. It's gotta have all the multiplayer stuff people want. The gunplay needs to feel just right. It sounds like a safe thing to do, and yet also a difficult ask.
And that does it for the news. Jan, the show is back over to you.
Grub, can I posit a question to you?
Please.
What if they made Halo a roguelite?
I mean, that's a good idea. That'd be fun, man. Yeah, let's do it.
You know what else is a good idea?
Should be a roguelite.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. What sounds like a great idea is taking a quick coffee break, and then we'll be back with emails and super chats, and who knows what else we'll be back with. We'll see you on the other side.
What'd you do, Jan?
We'll speed through this. Nothing like emails and a little coffee break to re-energize you. Sometimes a coffee break is just shaking it out, you know? Bombcast at giantbomb.com is the email address to send your emails to. You can write in about any and everything. I keep saying this every week, but it becomes more and more true. We're getting lots of emails. I love it. Thank you for sending your emails in. Bombcast at giantbomb.com. Write in about any and everything. We'll try and read
There's not enough about Mike.
Actually,
Yeah, it's about time he got some attention.
Yeah.
You know what?
the heck?
We talked about this on the dump truck. We're getting too many calls about Mike. But
What?
You know what? I'll take it. It's fine. He's selling hats. He's selling shirts. I'll take it.
Yeah. 3 to the 4 to the 5 to the putt. Today is make or break. Can you make the cut and go to Giant Bomb store.giantbomb.com
What
and
is
get yourself
What's he doing?
a new Giant
Is
Bomb
he-
golf hat or Giant Bomb golf shirt to
is-
celebrate the greatest week of all time.
Is he
Did
rapping?
a
Golf
kindergarten
What is
student write
this?
that for you?
MC
What is this?
Merch Master Mitch?
Disney thing? What is this?
What?
No,
I
that's-
don't know.
Are
I'm
you
mad
okay?
at you?
That's Pandemonium's song cut from quotes from Craig Stadler in Pebble Beach Golf Links.
Let's just do this whole segment again.
Thank you, Jan.
Emails. First email comes from David from St. Charles, Illinois. Hey, dudes. Every now and then, I ask myself dumb questions that asking out loud would likely get dumb looks. I routinely ask myself, what do other people do with their other arm when brushing their teeth? The reason I ask is because sometimes I notice myself clenching a fist for the entire duration, sometimes just passively scratching, or sometimes just dangling. Most everyone else likely has never thought about this, but I'm curious what others say. David from St. Charles.
I
Dangles.
think I dangle.
Just like, hanging.
I know what I do.
What do you do?
Well, yeah.
Phone.
Yeah. No, no. That's only when I'm pissing at a urinal in public, Jan. No, I have like it's like straightened out up against the counter. I'm just sort of like, I make it straight, kind of like working it out a little bit. Hands on the sink, you know?
Like straight down to like support yourself or what?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like lean into it, give it a little stretchy poo, you know?
I'm gonna go brush my teeth and figure this out.
Is there
Okay.
something efficient we could be
just,
doing?
He could have just pretended to do it. He didn't have to.
Let's just end the stream before he gets back.
Can we clean like clean the sink bowl as we're brushing?
Yeah, I sometimes I do. I
do
walk
that.
around and do other stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll clean the mirror a little bit while it's
that's
happening.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe trim an eyebrow.
Pluck a couple?
I can't do that with the lefty. No way. That'd be bad.
Jan, when he comes back, just tell him we moved on and whatever he has to say is irrelevant.
Yeah, we don't
I mean,
care.
we're going to have to. We're not going to wait for him to come back.
Of course.
Do you think he's out there right now brushing his teeth instead of bringing it over here?
No,
Yeah.
I think he's
He's gonna do
doing
the
it
sink.
there because he wants to know.
Oh, okay. Well, next email comes from
Yeah.
Kyle from.
Sorry, we moved
We
on.
moved on.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we
it was
actually don't even
interesting.
care.
It was
No.
so interesting.
No,
Nope.
no.
Okay.
We told Sean to cut that email.
I
from
gotta know. I gotta know. What
I'm
did you
not going
do?
to now. No, you don't deserve it now.
I was never part of this
Come back to
bit.
that.
He
No,
turned it on
I had
us.
a revelation that you're not going to know.
Oh,
now.
this sucks.
Mike,
We're
you are
so
so
bad at
my
weak.
teeth. I got
You're
mint.
so
I brushed
weak.
my teeth.
What'd you do with
We're
it?
so bad.
What a sucker. A
I'm not saying it.
sucker.
I'm not saying it.
4 to 3. 3 to the 4 to
No. No amount of bullshit
No
rapping's going to
rapping's
save.
No, you're done.
Yep.
It's
Please
done.
make
Move
a
on.
break.
Move
Can you
on.
make
Move
the
on.
cut?
Move
Oh
on.
boy.
Have yourselves a very little golf week.
God. Thank you,
Get a
Jan.
hole in
Email.
one.
Start
Bombcast
it
at
over.
giantbomb.com is the email address to send your emails to. Kyle from Scotland writes in, hey gang, in honor of Golf Week, which video game location would make the best golf course? And which character would you want to be your caddy for a round of golf? Thanks, Kyle.
Apparently, what Walkabout Golf has a missed golf course. I don't know how we missed
Yeah.
that for the Monday mornings with missed block.
Well, yeah,
but
we weren't going to put you in VR. You get dizzy.
oh, that's VR. Yeah, but you should play VR, Jeff. You
I'm
like
going to.
that.
I'm going to get that.
And
set up,
find
yeah.
find the missed course. So that actually would be a great golf course. That's like the right answer, I think.
No, I think Mallard Duck has the right answer, and Green Hill Zone is like the perfect.
Oh,
Not like that.
Did they?
Sh-
Did
What about Shadow
Sega do?
Moses?
Yeah.
Shadow Moses.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, right?
Sega did a tennis game. Did they do a golf
I
game
don't
with
think they did a
Sonic?
golf game.
Don't think so.
should.
No.
Be good.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Chad just says
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild. Jesus.
Oh.
Isn't there like
that's just
there's a golf
land.
mini game in there you play with
There
the
it is. Where
Gorons,
the
right?
motion thing. Yeah.
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 120 holes.
Yeah.
E1 M1 from Doom. There's funny answers for this.
Yeah, I like these. Yeah.
Yeah. The Spencer Mansion. That makes no sense. Putt though. Resi would be more putt fitting.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Silent Hill for golf. Resi for putt.
The big crocodile fish thing comes out and bites your ball.
Yep.
Yeah. Classic.
Oh, they should actually make a Resident Evil mini golf spin-off. Actually, that'd be great.
Cool.
I'd love that.
Silent Hill would be challenging because it would just be nothing but fog all the time.
Yeah,
right.
you can no visibility. Yeah.
Isn't
Lost
it
my
weird that
ball.
like Silent Hill is so fog-based and we didn't have a Silent Hill game on the N64, the most foggy console of all time?
Yeah.
Surprising,
Weird.
yeah.
I think
Think about that a lot.
I think about it all the time.
Keeps me up at night.
My toothbrushing thing is going to be like, what Bill Murray said to Scarlett Johansson and
Yeah.
Lost in Translation.
Up on that level.
There's going to be
probably.
like essays.
Whatever,
about this in 20
Dan,
years.
you could tell anyone. I don't care. You can never tell Mike.
I'm not going to tell anyone. I'll tell
Yeah,
Bonk.
okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, definitely not Mike.
No.
I'll ask Bonk. Bonk likes
Are you over it, Mike, or no?
No, he's not.
definitely
Look at him.
Moving along.
God, it must be. Did your brothers fuck with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because, man, if you were my younger brother, I would just be
I
going
tell you
to
what,
town every day.
Not as much as others. I'll tell you, Chris, my younger brother, did it the most.
Really?
Oh yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
he teased me
wait,
relentlessly.
Wait, you're not the youngest and you
No,
snuck that
you
shit
can't
on
tell.
the
He's
most?
the middle.
He's the
Wait,
middle.
yeah.
That's not how it's supposed to work.
No,
I'm
no.
aware.
Middle is
right.
how it's supposed. Like needs the most attention, stuff like that. Yeah, come on.
What a
yeah.
what a huge win for your youngest brother. Oh my god. He's just like,
Shouts
can
out
do
to
anything.
Chris. All right.
damn. I'll be his friend.
Tom from London writes in, "Hi guys, I decided rather than keeping up with all the excellent game releases in 2025, Silksong, Hades 2, etc., I'm going to save a Ghost of Yote for the holiday break at the end of the year. Feels like a good holiday game. Do any of you have any memorable holiday games, or are you saving any games for the holiday break? Cheers, Tom from London."
First Metroid Prime was, I remember it was that Christmas. I got the Platinum
Yeah.
GameCube and Metroid Prime like bundle. And it was like, oh, that was just perfect.
That's a good one.
I can't think of anything specific. I could see myself really digging into Yotai. That is the one like during the holiday break, perhaps. But gosh, yeah, I can't like distinguish in my mind like when was that when I sat down to play this game a lot. When was it? I remember the 1 year on Thanksgiving. I spent a lot of it just watching D Space 9. But video game wise, I don't know.
Yeah, I've told the one about Donkey Kong Country at Thanksgiving a bunch. So this year I will. I think someone mentioned Super Mario Galaxy 2, saving that for the holiday. I think I might do that as well. That sounds real good this year. Of like, okay, get some time off. Maybe the Thanksgiving break even. Although I'll probably still be catching up on games at that point. So probably Christmas.
Indiana Jones was a good holiday game from last year.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like
Yeah,
that.
and like Metroid Prime 4 is kind of coming out in that slot this year, so that could be that for sure.
That could be real good. Yeah.
Okay, a couple more emails here. Caleb from London as well also writes in, "Dear Bombcast, ex-Manchester United legend Wayne Rooney recently attributed the team's success, including winning the Premier League, to the SOCOM PSP game.
Yeah.
This is because during travel, the team would play the game together, which he felt enhanced their communication and teamwork in a way which improved results on the pitch. My question is, have you ever heard any other celebrity who have attributed any of their success to video games? And do you personally feel there were games which developed a skill which was useful or relevant to you outside of video games? Keep up the fantastic work." Caleb.
There was that NASCAR driver recently who like did
Yeah.
some trick where he like grinded the
this.
wall, and then he's like, "Yeah, I learned that in the GameCube NASCAR game." I was surprised it worked.
Yeah, and it did. Like he went from like he was not going to like make the playoff or something, and then because he did that, he went up like 7 spots and made the playoffs. It really worked. It's crazy. And then they banned the move because it worked too well.
Oh, shit.
And it was
Isn't
kind of
that-
super dangerous.
Isn't that what the Gran Turismo movie is trying to say?
Pretty much.
Right?
The
Yeah.
Gran Turismo movie is like a true story about a guy who like,
True-ish,
was
true enough.
good in Gran Turismo and like won a competition to become a real race car driver
Yeah.
and became a really good race car driver. I guess I don't know how true that is, but I want to still do this business of there's an important thing in all sports, footwork. Of being able to move your feet around and being able to like kind of like move like without like thinking about it too much and kind of being fast on your toes. And there is nothing better for practicing that. And I don't think they've ever like there's no one in sports that has actually realized this. DDR. Getting good at DDR would make a quarterback better, like running backs, like kind of like really any sport, I bet. Being able to quickly shift your weight from one side to the other without really thinking. I think that would be like one of those things where you could like run like I'm going to help little leaguers get better at baseball or whatever, and charge parents way too much money just to play DDR and be like, yeah, just play that. I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I think that could really work.
I think it doesn't always translate, but I do think sports games, obviously not the skill of the sport, but understanding the broad strokes of the game and strategy, I think is helpful. There's a lot, like right now with the age that D plays hockey at, you've got a lot of kids who like clearly watch a lot of hockey and kids who clearly don't. So there is a lot of positioning there that I think makes a lot of sense. But I don't know, like actual. You've heard it before. I do think in the way Rooney's describing it, where it's like attributing a mechanism of like communication, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Or like this is the thing that kept me sane.
Cooperation,
separate from like, I learned how to grind rails by playing Tony Hawk, right? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend that like picked up the drums because of Rock Band. And now he's like a pretty decent drummer. Like before, homie could not keep rhythm for shit.
Yeah, I think for Rock Band specifically, that's probably the only instrument you can really, aside from keeping like time. Yeah,
Rocksmith, which is like actual guitars, and
right?
Really, it's almost more like a guitar learning software than it is a game.
Right.
All right. Last email of the show comes from Matt from Mesa. Hey, big blammo boys. You know that Oh Dear Diner thermos that keeps selling out for Alan Wake 2? What if Luchadeer Diner thermos? Importantly, not a mug, but it also holds coffee, and it's a dumb video game / GB joke. Cheers, Matt from Mesa.
Yeah, thermoses are cool. I have no issue with thermoses, everybody. Let it be known.
Because they don't shatter on impact, is that why?
They don't shatter on impact or through shipping. Yes, exactly.
I never got one of those Alan Wake ones.
Me too.
I got
one also.
I got one from SGF when I saw the theater demo of it. Actually, I think they mailed it later. So yeah, I do have one, and it's very nice.
Oh, Sam, what the fuck?
I would have sent it to you if I didn't like it.
Thanks.
Thank you for the thought, at least, Mikey. Folks, that does it for emails. Mr. Manani, do we have any YouTube super chats?
We absolutely do. And since I need to kill time because I haven't put them up yet, let me remind you about Golf Week. It's not just for us, it's for you. Store.giantbomb.com. Golfing is the national pastime for whatever nation you reside in or whatever nation you decide to admire the most.
Okay.
It will make you more virile. It will make you more attractive. It will increase your intelligence beams, which is what we call how brains work. Go to store.giantbomb.com. Just buy a shirt and hat. Please, I'm begging you, buy it. Please.
All right, he said
it. Please do not wear jeans on the golf course. Please, whatever you do.
Is that really taboo? You can't wear jeans on the golf course?
You can do some courses have like rule. It's whatever. I'm just making fun of Mike.
Okay.
But you look, it's a sport. Like how much, you gotta fucking play sports in jeans. That's another thing.
Look, it's definitely a sport for sure, but like, golf is also a sport, right? Like,
it's a sport without running. Let's be clear.
Look, if you're walking the course, you'll feel it. You don't want to be wearing jeans walking the course. Even taking a cart, you don't want to wear jeans, man. Jeans are too hot. You got to wear something that breathes better. Come on, of course, no argument. No serious person plays golf in jeans. I'm just saying. But
all right, I when I get into golf in about 15 years, I'll remember that. Thank you.
I can't wait to play around a golf with you, Mike. It's gonna be awesome.
It'll be great, and I know that you'll be doing it in your very own golf shirt from Giant Bombs.
Exactly.
Store.giantbomb.com. Hex Prof says, "Are you all gonna play the golf games in UFO 50?"
We may not have time
about that.
We're not gonna have the time.
It is wild how many golf games there are that are worth playing because people brought up Sim Golf, which I love. I don't know how easy that is to play these days.
You know what I want to do is like maybe for one of these slots still take BizHawk and put a bunch of golf games in there and do. Is that the one that does the randomizer? Where it's the shuffler?
Yes.
And I could like see like how many of them I could complete a round in or whatever. Because I would love it for just like stop and shift right in the middle of a swing. That'd be really funny to me.
That would definitely. I mean, you could set it to be like whatever 1 second to 1 minute intervals randomly.
Okay. Oh man! All right.
Oh, man.
I might look into that.
Oh, Grug says, what if Mike never takes that shirt off all week? Yeah, look, after this one, it's probably going to get a wash. I got to make sure everybody knows. But yeah.
Do you know, all kidding aside, do you know if it's like a air dry only? I feel like it might be one of those. Is it?
I don't think it's air dry only.
No? Okay.
I think it just goes in with a normal wash.
Yeah.
Hey, buy 2 shirts then. Figure it out yourself.
Yeah, exactly. They're disposable, folks.
Yeah, just buy 5 right now so that if you destroy it, to be clear, well, maybe check. I put all the info there, but I think it's fine. On the store.giantbomb.com. How shaky talking about our bomb thing. Just know Mario Party #never forget. To do some Mario.
No,
that's Dan, you brought this up as a question now. Like, do we play Mario Party because it's the tradition and it's kind of funny how it's bullshit, or do we play Lego Party because it's better and more fun?
We could have an incentive, and people can decide.
It's like a Metroid animals.
Yeah, kill the animals.
Yeah. Is it a Lego Party or a Mario Party? I like that.
Yeah, it's like the trolley problem.
Yeah. Like we just have the incentive be the party, and then we have to run the thing once it passes.
Oh, both at the same time.
Someone ban him. Ban them.
It won't be worth it. I don't care what the number
Dan, think
is.
about it. Think about it, Dan.
No, don't let him think about it. Mike, keep reading super chats. Keep reading super chats, please.
EP Idiot Box says, idea for Extra Life. The main character in Love on a Leash only wears green. Key out her wardrobe and play noobs over her clothes.
Oh my God. And her entire apartment is green.
Oh my God, that's insane.
There's a lot of green in that.
No.
Both audio tracks be playing at the same time?
I was going to say, let's do the binaural audio. You have Love on a Leash like playing at a top channel, and then noobs playing at a slower.
I might die.
I'm writing some things down. Goals and incentives tab. Okay, so we've got Lego Party, Mario Party, simultaneous. And then what was I don't know if we can green screen. Maybe we can just have 2 TVs.
I mean,
no, we would
do
just have to edit it.
Yeah, I can do it.
I'll do it.
Green screen.
Yeah.
Love on a noob. Noobs on a leash.
Noobs on a leash.
And then we do. What if we did spatial? Okay. Hear me out. Spatial audio. The leash lounge or the Love on a Noob's leash has to be in VR, and then wherever you look is what you're listening to.
Okay.
If you can make that happen, and then in the leash lounge, if somebody has to do VR, they are not getting any controls. They can't do anything.
No.
And it's max volume.
Not max volume. Jesus.
Next
I've written
up,
these down.
Next up from Tyrant, everyone should have their own punishment room. Dan should have to watch either Peppa Pig or Ben and Holly. Speaking of bad lists, Pitchfork's 100 Rap LP. Apparently,
people weren't happy with that one.
This is fucking garbage. Don't get me started on this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me see what number 1 was real quick. Maybe I'll see if I recognize it. Number 1. Oh, scroll. Is
it ready to die? Because it's wrong if it's not.
Mob Deep the Infamous from 1995.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Data 6000 says Top Golf has a Green Hill Zone course. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, they do have Sonic levels.
Top Golf, you get the Sonic thing, yeah.
Oh, neat. Right, that's right. They did do that, right. And then Tony Morales says, do golf month instead of golf week, penis. Boy, we could, a whole month of golf. Can it be done?
Yeah,
every month is golf month. Yeah.
In our hearts. It can be if you order your own golf shirt and golf hat from store.giantbomb.com. You can celebrate golf week the entire year long.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knows? We could fill out a whole month with golf and golf-related things. People spell during golf, right? We could do another spelling bee. Why not?
Yeah, only golf terms, right? How do you spell mulligan? No one knows.
When I went to MULLIGAN.
It was not a challenge, Dan. It was not a challenge.
Spell Craig Stadler.
CRAIGSTAD or T? D?
I think it's D.
LER? Okay.
Craig Stadler's a D.
All right, Mikey. Any more super chats, or was that it?
That looks like it's, and I'll do a quick refresh here to make sure, but I think we're pretty good. Oh, it is, nope, we're good. We're good. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for your emails. Thank you, everyone, for your super chats. Thank you, everyone, for celebrating Golf Week with us so far. It's only day 2. Don't worry. We got so much more golf headed to your eyeballs. And speaking about eyeballs, all of the podcasts are now available in video form on Spotify. If there is another podcast platform that you choose and prefer and that supports video, I'll go investigate. We'll see it then. Also, reminders from the tippy toppity of the show. You may be receiving an email, not from us, but not today, not tomorrow, maybe the next couple of weeks. Just some important information about how to migrate everything over to the new site once that gets going. And speaking about a couple of weeks, gang, you didn't ask that at the tippy top, but in case you missed it, in case you came late, the Giant Bombathon returns to the East Coast. We're headed back. It's not just all 5 of us. We got Chuck. We got Turbo Sean as well coming out east Monday, October 27th. We're going full 24 hours, baby. We going from Monday to Tuesday. We'll do a podcast in there. I guess now there's going to be a Noobs Love on a Leash lounge whole thing. But lots of fun shenanigans are planned. We hope to see you and just hey, hang out with us for the whole time if you can. We love you. Anything else going on, gang?
Blight Club tomorrow. Grub, did you send me a hat?
No, I didn't. I forgot to do that. Let me see if I can go in and ship to you, like, and have it delivered in one day.
Overnight Civil War hat.
Overnight Civil War hat. I bet they have that. Yeah,
Definitely.
Fantastic.
Just go to Spirit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I was in one this weekend.
I could DoorDash it to you. That'd be absurd.
That's so stupid.
Like
no
we
food on families. That's irresponsible.
Right. Like we mentioned, we're going to be going against Game Informer tomorrow in everybody's golf to continue the Golf Week shenanigans. I'm going to go flip some coins after Blight Club, but no one has to worry their pretty little heads about that. On Thursday, we're also going to be playing Nintendo Switch Sports Golf, but then on the dump truck, we got our dear old friend, Jordan Olds joining us. That's right. Guarcinio Hall is on the pod this Thursday. Friday, we're ending the week with some Mario Golf, and then it's going to go golf with our friends. Golf with friends, in fact. Gang, I believe that is it. Of course, Game S Mornings popping off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That about does it for this week's episode of the Giant Bombcast. I love you, and I hope that you never forget that you can head to store.giantbomb.com to not only buy any of this Golf Week merch, but anything else on there. Mike, quick, what else should they buy?
Yell!
Go!
That's right. He's been Mike. He's been
That's
Jeff.
what Craig Stadler screams when he orgasms.
He's been Dan.
Golf shirt! Store.giantbomb.com! I love golf!
Oh my God.
I've been Shed. We'll see you for another episode of the Giant Bobcast. Goodbye.